who get it done.
Under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Elk Grove Honda has your Honda. And right now, you can lease the 2026 Honda Accord SE for just $269 a month with $49.99 down, including first payment due at lease inception, excluding tax and license. 35 monthly payments of $269 plus tax, license, and zero security deposit. Mileage in excess of $10,000 per year at 20 cents per mile. There's 5 at this price. It's the lease you can do. Done right here at Elk Grove Honda, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples, all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the 4 walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. 4, 6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
KHD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson. Online at SactownSports.com or on the app. Kings, Niners, and Sacramento. The Matt and Kayla Show starts now.
We've made it to Friday, everybody. Hey! And boy, have we gone on a journey this week. The week started with depression, sadness. Yeah. Oh, the Kings fell to 7.
Yeah.
And now here we are on a Friday.
Living
talking
our best
about
lives.
I mean, Kayla's going to go see Michael again for the 19th time tonight.
Going with my sister-in-law.
And if you're a Darius A-Cup fan, I think you should be feeling pretty darn good today.
That I am.
Missed last night's episode of the Matt George podcast, don't worry. We'll get into that in depth today during the lunch break at noon. If the draft were today, I'm just saying, I think Darius Acuff Jr. is a Sacramento King. We'll talk about that
my day.
today at noon. Before we get into the rabbit hole of NFL schedule release videos that I went down this morning, and by the way, some of them phenomenal, others of them not so good.
Much.
We'll talk about them. Plus the actual, the games, the whole point of the actual schedule being released. We'll get to that in just a second. Kayla, did you listen to any of the 3 new Drake albums that dropped last night?
No, because you know what I've been listening to.
New
just
music,
only Michael
Kayla.
Jackson.
If you guys think there's not a community doing this, there's a community that is literally we're listening to Michael 24 hours.
But you went and saw Michael.
That was almost
like 3 weeks
two and a
ago.
half weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. It's that crazy.
You can listen to something else.
Well,
And I
tried
love Michael
but
Jackson's
I tried
music.
to today.
Listen to anything else.
I tried to. And even the songs I usually listen to and the artists I usually listen to, which yes, I do listen to I listen to Drake too. I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand through a whole song because I couldn't wait to then switch back to Michael.
You're wearing leather a lot too since you watched Michael.
I've actually always worn leather.
No, you're wearing leather extra.
I'm just bringing it out of my closet.
Because you watched Michael and sang and disrupted everybody in the movie theater, which you're going to do again tonight. Hey, if you're going to see Michael this evening and you see a blonde woman in leather, ask for a refund because you're not going to be able to hear the movie because she and her sister-in-law or whatever are going to be screaming in the back of the theater.
My sister-in-law definitely is opposite of me in that.
Oh, yeah. Great.
That factor.
So you're going to piss her off when you're singing?
She probably knows me pretty well by now, though. She knows that I'm a little eccentric at times. She accepts me for who I am.
You should be respectful of
Okay,
people around
and
you.
I'll just go out in the back of the theater when I feel a need to express I might even dance back there. Who knows?
That doesn't help things. There's people that sit back there too. And if you stand up and don't walk down to the exit, but turn and start walking up, people are going to be even more confused and more bothered.
Don't let him destroy your enthusiasm, Kayla. You sing as loud as you want.
That's not even remotely a good idea.
If there are other people singing, these vocal cords are coming out, baby.
Even if there is nobody
That's right.
singing, you're allowed to sing at a musical.
No, you guys,
Right.
you guys are the worst. You guys are the worst.
They'll record it for you, too.
I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated.
record
I'm not
it.
even there. I'm getting angry at both of you. Singing in a movie theater, talking in a movie theater. Don't just whip your phone out and
Zephyr,
start
you know what you're
using
talking
the
about there.
flashlight to start like
Oh, I will.
dancing
on one of the
with
slow
it.
songs if you want me to.
So, Matt, did you listen to any of the new Drake albums?
I did. I listened.
they-
Well,
is
I've
it
listened
good?
to just one of them. I
Okay.
listened to Maid of Honor. It's really good.
It is. Okay.
I'm not a big Drake fan, like in general. Like I like some of Drake's songs, but I'm not like oh my god, Drake. And I like
Yeah.
I like I guess Kendrick more than I like Drake.
too.
But I don't care enough to like I'm picking a side.
I like some of his music.
Um,
Hands down.
I've only listened to Maid of Honor. I haven't listened to Iceman or I forget what the other one is. But Maid of Honor is really good.
Okay. I'll have to listen.
Really, really good. I was listening to a little bit of it last night, and then I finished it on the drive-in this morning. So, new Drake music, really, really good.
been a minute.
I know Michael Jackson's great. You can put it on pause for a little bit to listen to the new Drake albums. Yeah, 3 of them to listen to. It's a lot. That's a lot of music to drop in one night.
Okay.
My stance is that if you're dropping more than 16 songs in an album, I'm out. You're giving me 43 songs, I'm not going to listen to all 43. No matter how much I like your music, that's too much music.
That's a lot of time spent in the studio.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
Again, I've only listened to Maid of Honor. I haven't listened to the other albums, but in theory, all 3 of them are very different.
Was there a point of putting 3 out in unison? Like, I'm just curious. I've not really heard of that before.
You could probably there's Drake superfans online. They've already probably done a lyrical breakdown of every single thing he said.
Also, I don't know if you know a lot of stuff about Drake, but Drake need money because he gambles a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like Bruno Mars.
That's also why he drops an album every 8 months.
It's been a while for Drake.
Which is why he has 3.
I liked Maid of Honor so far. Oh, boy. I'm seeing all the Ronda Rousey stuff. Ronda Rousey's fighting this weekend, isn't she?
That's right. That's that,
Sunday.
like, coming out of retirement fight that she's doing.
I think, is Nate Diaz fighting in that, too?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he
And
was up.
and what is this on?
It's
How
on
can
Netflix. It's like a Netflix thing.
Okay.
I think Nate Diaz might be fighting. Yep, he is. Huh.
This is a Netflix. That's right.
I've very loosely seen stuff about it. I mean, it's Ronda Rousey versus Gina. Yeah, Carano.
Oh, that's right.
Apparently they're really good friends, though. Like here, I'm watching a video of them doing the weigh-ins, and then they hugged each other afterwards. So, hey, friend, let's kill each other in an octagon for fun.
I don't think I could do that if I was friends with someone. That would be incredibly hard for me to get mad. Now, I have some beef with some people. Now, they don't have beef with me, probably. I just have beef with
You've
them.
threatened to attack Kyle and I on multiple
No,
occasions.
that's
on
not
this show.
for real. That's not for real.
Not yet.
If Kyle keeps on going in on Cal Raleigh,
Ooh.
he better watch himself.
I think there's been a couple times where Alan has made some comments that made you ready to step into an octagon with him.
Oh, yeah.
You squared up on him one time. I saw it.
Kayla's ready to fight Alan on a moment's notice. Alan knows. Alan and Kayla have that sibling energy
Yes, we
to
do.
where, and
We do.
Dave might have you, Alan, and Dave.
Dave's like the old brother. Old brother.
Old brother, uncle.
Uncle, yeah.
Jesus.
I'm the
How
middle-
old do you think Dave is?
Well, he's older than us. And then I'm like the middle child, and then Alan's the younger child.
Alan's the baby.
Hmm. Not the baby, but younger. He's like literally about the age of my brother, so that sounds about right.
Old.
I like to push around my brother a lot. When I was younger.
Shocking. I never would have guessed that. NFL schedules are out, and I don't know who to give the award to for the best schedule release, but I will just say this.
Mm-hmm.
My Las Vegas Raiders have not taken an L this entire offseason.
They're winning it.
W after W after W. A Fernando Mendoza, Kirk Cousins, Step Brothers reenactment was phenomenal. Fernando did really good for being kind of the young, awkward goofball that he is. Kirk Cousins was brilliant. He did so well
He has
in
a
that.
different. You know what's crazy about Kirk? He's so reserved, so low key off, like you know, anything that you see him on the football field. He has a different side to him. You know, the chains on the plane and like this whole thing. Like Kirk Cousins definitely has an alter ego.
He's got a goofball
for
side to him.
sure.
I think Kirk's really going to enjoy this role.
I think he is too.
He's
I
gonna
think it's going to be a lot of fun for him to
Hold
mentor.
it down, mentor Fernando. I think Kirk's really going to enjoy this role.
Same here.
What a fun. If you have not seen it, the Raiders schedule release is the two of them reenacting Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends? And it's great. It's great the way that they do it. Although it makes you forget, wait, is this a schedule release video? Because for the longest time, it has nothing to do with the schedule. It's just the two of them reenacting Step Brothers. The 49ers schedule release video was fine.
It was graphic, like
it was cool.
Visual wise was cool, but it was just kind of like
It was, you were going through the house, the house of the faithful, home of the faithful, or whatever, through their 80 years of existence. Which, by the way, Sactown Sports is doing an 80 years of faithful moments, or I don't remember what we're calling it.
Shout out to Richie for all the work he put in on that too. Holy smokes!
And us.
Oh yeah, we had
to rank all 80.
rank them, which took me forever.
As a Raiders fan, it made me very angry how long it took me to, like, the first, like,
bet it
top
did.
10, I was like, I'm good with.
Yep.
11 through 80, I was like, I have no clue. So it's just going to be whatever Whitey and Dave do is pretty much what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool going through the house and the graphics and stuff like that.
But it just was like kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
You know?
The Lions one was only like 30 seconds.
I
It was just,
know.
here's Dan Campbell pinning the schedule to the cork board.
They're usually their team, video production wise, is usually really good. So I'm surprised that there was not a lot of creativity put into that one. The Indianapolis Colts did The Simpsons.
Yep.
So good.
Really good.
So good.
The Packers did like a robot chicken arcade thing, which is great.
And then Bob Ross,
Yep.
Roma Dunze just
Nailed it.
hit it out
For
of
the
the park.
Bears. Yeah, the Bears Bob Ross
It was
schedule release is
brilliant.
really good. Listen, I can't stand the Chargers. Hate them.
I know.
Have hated them forever. They did a Halo themed, which Halo, classic video game in case you don't know.
Yep.
Halo themed schedule release, and they took a massive shot at Raider Nation, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think it's week 2 they play the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Raider Nation meet and greet. And the Halo character, Master Chief, walks into, it says Halo or Raider Nation meet and greet above a door on a banner. And you walk into a prison with a bunch of grunts who are these little, easy little annoying aliens that are going, Raiders, Raiders.
That's
oh,
awesome.
freaking hilarious. Love that by the Chargers.
They always do like a lot of techie, intricate, like they did anime one year.
They did Minecraft one year.
They did Minecraft. They're very, like I said, detailed on
Yeah.
theirs. It's amazing how they put those things together.
The Bills was really good. Josh Allen always gets involved. And I worked at ABC 10 with a diehard Bills fan who introduced me to the amount of stuff that Josh Allen does with their social team. Like Josh Allen is like best friends with their social team. So they involve him in all sorts of just dumb brain rot like videos that they make throughout the season.
Great.
And Josh just buys into all of it and loves it. And he was really good in their schedule release. Couple of them not so good. I didn't even see the Broncos one, but Richie, who is our program director from Denver, like hated it. He's like, this sucks.
Peyton Manning was the star, and anytime Peyton Manning's the star, I'm not listening. So
you really don't like Peyton Manning,
y'all. When you live in the South for as long as I did, and that's the only thing you hear about, and you talk about him all the time, it gets exhausting. And so yes, I don't dislike him as a person, but it gets exhausting talking about Peyton Manning.
Spend 5 years in Sacramento, you'll hate even the mention of the year 2002.
Ah!
Just saying. Just depends.
Why? What happened?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
He's not going to say it.
Back when Sacramento was America, or
Mercs.
KHDK was America's sports radio station.
America.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, Jason's talked about that before, where it was like, because at the time they had the Moneyball A's, the Raiders in the Super Bowl, and the Sacramento Kings, all partners of the station.
That was my childhood, man. I grew up, I had it so good growing up.
Baby.
The Kings, greatest show on court. The A's.
That is cool.
The Raiders in the Super Bowl. We don't have to talk about what happened when they got there. But the Raiders in the Super Bowl, man, as a kid, I was living. And then
it went.
Life went to hell
The roller
for
coaster went
everybody.
downhill.
The A's have at least been relevant kind of a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, Raiders, Kings.
Hey, Matt, look, you got all of your sports moments within a 2-year span, and then they said never again.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, as a kid, I was like, this is great. This is like, I have it made.
But it's like, as a kid, it's a different feeling because it's like you're carefree as a kid. You don't think about it as much. You're like, oh, this is awesome.
Yep.
Like to have it now when we're so, detailed and critical and we do sports for a living.
Yep.
To have it now would be a whole another feeling of
Absolutely,
euphoria.
it'd be way better. As a young adult, man, growing up as a teen through junior high and high school, all my teams sucked. Except for the A's. Again, the A's were good. Like 2012 will forever be an amazing year in my life. One, because that's the year I graduated high school. And two, was the 2012 A's, the year of the walk-off and the Bernie lean and everything like that. One of the greatest seasons of baseball in my life. Didn't amount to really anything, but still one of my. So we've had moments in between, but oof, for the most part, not so great.
But then you got the Beam Team season.
I did get that season. Man, that year was
but
such
also
a fun
short-lived.
Year. It was short-lived, but that year was the best.
So you got that as an adult. You got the A's 2012 as a teenager, and you got 2002 as a kid.
That's not enough, Kyle.
You've
got the Chiefs winning 19 titles. The hell are you talking about?
I mean, but that's stolen valor. I mean, I didn't really, earn that.
That's true.
What are we putting down on note cards here?
We are about to go through the Niners and Raiders schedules.
Oh, okay.
And myself, Kayla,
all right,
and Kyle are going to give us records.
Wonderful.
We're going to have records of our way too early no context schedule prediction records. Because I listened to Whitey Gleason and Alan Stiles doing this yesterday because basically by the time their show started, the entire Niners schedule had been leaked.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Alan predicted the Niners to win 14 games. Going through the schedule. Yeah, he had the Niners like 14 and I think it was 14. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, he was high on the Niners.
Wow,
That Alan Stiles, even though he's a Raider fan. All right, so let's go through the schedule really quick.
Okay.
By the way, jam-packed
this.
show today. Very much looking forward to having Derek Parker on with us at 1 o'clock. If you're not familiar with Derek Parker, you should be. Derek Parker, he covers the Oklahoma City Thunder for Sports Illustrated, but that's kind of a side hustle.
Yeah.
Derek Parker is a phenomenal NBA draft YouTuber. Phenomenal. The content that he puts out on YouTube, look up Derek Parker and look at his breakdowns of different prospects, draft classes in general, positions, everything. This dude is like brilliant. He's going to be a major name, I think, in this industry one day. He's that good. And Derek Parker joins us at 1 o'clock to break down this draft class. Like I mentioned earlier in the show, at noon during our lunch break, I'll dive into a lot of what I talked about on last night's Matt George podcast about Darius Acuff Jr. and the Sacramento Kings. Could they prefer each other and how that could result in Acuff being there at 7 for Sacramento. And at 11 o'clock, we'll talk about A.J. DeBonsa and the solid that he did the Sacramento Kings and why it's important for the Kings going forward. Again, that's coming up at 11. Let's start with the San Francisco 49ers schedule. Again, most of this we already pretty much knew. So we're going to just run through it, the three of us, win or loss. All right, we'll start week 1 against the Los Angeles Rams in Australia. Win or loss?
Loss.
Okay, wow.
Oh, loss, sorry.
So L for Kayla. I'll go win. I just realized how am I going to keep track of this? Hold on.
How about we each keep track of our own?
Sure. No, I got it. Don't worry about it. This is great radio. Don't worry. Here we go. All right. Win for me, loss for Kayla and Kyle in Australia. Week 2 at Levi Stadium, the home opener against the Miami Dolphins. I'll go win.
Big dub for me.
Win.
Nice. Week 3, Arizona at Levi Stadium. A lot of home games to start the year.
Big dub for me.
Win.
I got the Niners at 3-0 the first 3 weeks. You guys got them at 2-1. Then you have the Broncos on Sunday, October 4th in week 4, also coming into Levi Stadium.
Oh, wow. Gosh, 3 in a row?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to go.
Technically 4 straight home games to start, but one's in Australia.
I'm going to go with a loss there.
A loss?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go Niners win.
Okay. I will also go a loss for the Niners there. Then, Kayla, I think I know the prediction for you on this one. Week 5, Sunday, October 11th, the Niners head up to Seattle for a meeting with the Seahawks.
Oh, jeez. That's a loss.
Seahawks win.
Oof.
I will also go Seahawks win. Week 6, back home against the Washington Commanders. That game is a Monday night game on ESPN and ABC.
It's a win, especially Monday night.
They'll probably lose that one. It's going to be some stupid result. They're due for one dumb loss in there. I'll go loss.
Week 7 at Atlanta at the Falcons.
It's a win for me.
Yeah, it's a win.
Win for all of us.
Who's Atlanta's coach now? Is it Stefanski?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they might put up a fight.
Week 8 is the bye week. Then week 9, the week I'm hoping for. Please be the debut of Fernando Mendoza. Raiders and Niners at Levi Stadium. It's a 105 kickoff. Just a Sunday day game. 105. Raiders, Niners.
I'm sorry, Matt. It's a win.
Oh, you're damn right. It's a Niner win. I'm saying that too.
Okay.
Yeah, Niners win.
Yeah, if the Raiders beat the Niners are in trouble. And I love the Raiders. Week 10 at the Cowboys.
Ooh.
Niners win.
This is interesting.
I'm going Niners win as well.
Yeah, win. I was thinking about just at that point.
We don't care about them Cowboys. Week 11 against Minnesota, but that game is in Mexico City.
A win, because I didn't give him a win in Australia. So I'll give him a win in Mexico City.
Win in Mexico City.
I actually am going to go with the Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to be good this year.
I'm also going to go with the
Vikings.
Vikings.
What, because of Kyler?
They also had a bunch of injuries last year.
I'm also going to go with the Vikings there. Then the rematch. The Seahawks and the Niners at Levi Stadium.
Yeah, you got to win one of those, and I think they will. So
I'm going Seahawks.
I am also going Seahawks.
I'll give them the dub right here.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsies. I gave him a loss on Kayla's. Whoopsies. Then we have at the New York Giants on Sunday, December 6th.
Yeah, it's a win.
A dub. We all agree. Against the LA Rams at Levi Stadium on Sunday, December 13th.
I'm going bang bang.
Loss or win?
No, Niners win.
I didn't like how you said that. I'm going bang bang.
Bang bang Niner gang.
I know. I'm going bang bang was so weird.
I think these teams, the NFC West, like the top teams, they're good about usually splitting because they know how important that is. So I'm going to go they lose this one, actually. Or sorry, they win this one.
Okay. And then we got 4 more. At the Chargers on December 17th.
They better win.
They win that one.
I agree.
Oh, wait, so they play at Rams and at Chargers back-to-back? That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
They do.
They just stay in L.A.
Well, the Rams game is in Santa Clara.
Oh.
Then
okay.
So Levi South,
right,
but
that's
Chargers.
At Kansas City on Sunday, December 27th. That's week 16. I know what Kyle's going to do.
You know what?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chiefs.
I'm going to say that's a loss.
I will also take the Chiefs. Kayla, you have a lot of wins predicted for the Niners. I don't think you realize that.
I don't think so. I don't have as much. I have 4 losses.
Yep. That's what okay, just making sure we're on the same thing.
Yeah.
And then the Philadelphia Eagles, week 17, Sunday, January 3rd.
The Niners are either going to lose this game or the Eagles are going to have completely imploded and fired Sirianni by this point.
Okay, so what now? What
Eagles.
was that?
Niners, Eagles.
And that's at Philly?
It is, no, at Levi Stadium.
Oh, it's a win.
Kayla's got another win. And Kyle, what was yours? You didn't.
I'm debating. Are the Eagles going to be really good or are they going to have completely imploded and fired everybody?
I don't know. Kyle's the part of the game.
I know. Eagles implode. I'll go Niners.
Okay. Finally, at Arizona to end well, see if that game means anything at the end of the schedule. Week 18.
Yeah, that's a big win.
Yeah, we'll put pencil in a win.
Okay.
Okay. So, final tally. I have the Niners at 11-6.
Oh, okay. I thought I had about the same losses as you.
Kayla, you have the Niners at
11-4.
13-4. So Kayla's high on the Niners. And Kyle, you have the Niners at also 11-6.
13-4 though, like for what is expected from them, that's not a bad.
No.
I mean, that's not too high.
Not bad at all.
I don't know. 13-4 could be the 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah, which they should be trying to compete for, right?
All right. We don't? What time is it? Oh, we do not. All right, well, we won't do Raiders. We'll just do Niners. Why not? We're the home of the Niners anyway. Sorry, Raiders.
I'll tell you right now, the Raiders are going to go 6-11.
Okay, Kyle says 6-11.
Okay.
I haven't even looked at their schedule. I'm just throwing out 6-11.
I'll go, just to be a little bit different, I'll go 7-10. Kayla, for the Raiders, throw it out there. What do you think? How many wins?
Oh, man.
Don't even think about losses. How many wins?
I'm going to go 5-11.
You're one game short.
5-12. Okay, Kayla's the lowest
Don't tell
on the
me
Raiders.
to do
5-12.
math. Y'all know better.
I do know better.
Come on, guys.
Ooh, the Raiders got to play the Bills and the Rams this year. Actually, go 5-12 for me.
The Raiders and Niners both open up their both have their home openers against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So the NFL's trying to do them a little bit of a solid in that sense. Dolphins can't win either of those games, right? Please.
They're going to struggle. That
Please.
might be the worst team, you guys, in the NFL this year.
Niners-
Dolphins.
I don't know. The Cleveland Browns got something to say.
Niners will be 1-0 again, or Raiders will be 1-0 again, just to get my hopes up. That's what they do. That's what they always do. They know how to do it to me. We'll take the break. When we return, the Giants-Dodgers series is over. It ended up being a 2-2 split. But there were a couple of crazy moments that happened during this series. One great one for the Giants last night, one not so great one the other night. Plus, the bullpen fears returned for the A's. We'll talk about that when we return before Q&K involving the creative schedule releases on this Friday. Matt and Kayla just getting started on Sactown Sports.
It's time for your Sactown Scouting Report, breaking down the top prospects for the Sacramento Kings ahead of the 2026 NBA Draft.
Kingston Fleming's point guard, Houston.
Kingston Fleming's favorite player growing up was D. Rose, and he's talked about studying Fox, Halliburton, and Cade. You can see all of that in his game with the speed, change of pace, and manipulative passing to make teammates better. To me, he looks like the kind of traditional point guard the Kings have been searching for. And while people will get hung up on the measurables, in the film you see active hands, rotations, and the kind of defensive feel Doug Christie would appreciate. He might be the best guard defender in play for Sacramento at number 7.
Read the entire breakdown from Brendan Nunez right now at SactownSports.com. Presented by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers for all your office needs.
It's Mark and Tom, the travel and entertainment guys, brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. Time for our weekly travel tip, and with it, here's Mark.
Facial recognition is now part of the Disney experience. If you've been in one of their parks or other attractions recently, Disney took your picture. Unless you opted out, which you can, most Disney guests probably didn't even notice. They were just happy to be in the fastest moving line. Last week, we told you that you can take advantage of facial recognition at TSA PreCheck at the airport. More and more entities are using biometrics, but experts are sounding one major alarm. If bad people get a hold of your credit card information, you just change your credit card. You get a new card number and move on. That isn't possible with biometrics. You cannot change your face. That makes that information way more valuable to bad people. Something to think about.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler, Saturdays, 11 a.m., right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
The NBA playoffs are underway, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. San Antonio is currently trading at 19% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $500 if they take the title. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. And as odds move, you can buy in or out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PASS to get $10 when you trade $10. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo?
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Ready for a new truck? Folsom Chevy is truck country. From the mountains to the levee, think Folsom Chevy at the Folsom Auto Mall along Highway 50 between the Hazel and Folsom exits, or go to folsomchevy.com.
Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
With the way the 4-game series between the Giants and Dodgers started this week, I imagine Orange and Black fans are pretty disappointed to ultimately split the series 2-2. However, a team in the position of the Giants, anytime you can go 500 against a team like the Dodgers, I'd say that's a good thing. And there were certainly some pretty crazy, fun, interesting moments. Giants-Dodgers always has something. It always has to have something, right?
Of course.
And last night, we got something in the form of a Jung-Hoo Lee inside the park home run.
That's wild.
I have no idea what Teoscar Hernandez was doing, how he lost the baseball, how it got past him in the corner. No clue. But, man, if I ever had the opportunity to go for if I'm going for a triple and I see I have even the remote chance to make an inside the park home run, I'm going for it. Any base coach that stops me, screw that base coach. If I get the stop sign, screw you. I have no idea if he did, by the way. I'm sure he was sent and told to go home. But go for it. Every freaking time, go for it. And Jung-Hoo Lee, I mean, he was safe by a mile because the throw home was terrible. But that was a crazy fun moment. Inside the park home run. The first one ever by a Giant at Dodger Stadium.
I've only seen a few in my career covering the sport. I know, like, when I played softball, I had a couple teammates that were able to do it too. And I just remember, like, playing the game of softball. When you're on the bases, you alluding to this, and you have that momentum, like, there's something about the adrenaline when you're stealing a base. And especially I remember the adrenaline, like, stealing home and how great that was. And I loved stealing home. But an inside the park home run, I cannot imagine in terms of, like, what it's like once you're rounding third and you're, like, deciding to go or not.
Yeah.
And you're right. If I was in that position, again, I've never had an inside the park home run, but if I did, hands down, I'm going. Hands down.
The wide turn, too, and you just
Oh,
know,
yeah.
just
You're
get in
just
that
booking
zone.
it.
Just forget it. I'm going.
Yeah. You're
There's
just booking it.
You can't stop me. So we had an inside the park home run last night. Now the Giants did lose to the Dodgers, unfortunately. Well, it's good for me in miniseries. We'll talk about that later. But it was a fun moment.
Yeah.
There was a not so fun moment in Game 3 of the series, with which the Giants also lost to the Dodgers. That was the game that Shohei Ohtani was on the bump, and Shohei Ohtani continues to just. I think he's got like a 0.83 ERA. Like, the dude is
He's
just
so good.
stupid good.
So good.
It's unfair how much of a human cheat code that man is. The Giants, though, did have a chance to get back into the ball game. Their star shortstop, Willy Adames, was on second base. Well, there was a routine fly ball to the outfield that, of course, was caught. And Willy Adames, in all his wisdom, either zoned out or just did not realize that there was only one out. So he did not tag up. He just kept on running, got thrown out at second base. Rightfully so, not just by frustrated Giants fans. Willy Adames is getting killed still today for that play, because I think it just speaks to a larger issue that something's just off with this Giants team. They're just not locked in. They're not dialed in, especially the vets. Rafael Devers is finally waking up a little bit. His bat has started heating up. I'm not going to go as far. I know people have talked about, like, oh, they don't care about Vitello and this and that, because everyone wants to try and make it about this new manager who's never been an MLB or a pro baseball player, pro baseball manager.
Yeah.
They want to try and make it more than it is, and maybe that's true, maybe that's not. I just look at that at this as a team of veterans who have not been stepping up, especially in the batter's box.
Yeah.
And just have not looked locked in, have not looked dialed into what the San Francisco Giants need. And then you have Willy Adames falling asleep in the middle of a game against the freaking Dodgers.
See, that's concerning for me. And I'm not gonna pin it either on one thing in terms of the manager. Now, are there going to be eyes on him throughout the season and to see what exactly happens with this team moving forward, because it's not looking like it's going in the right direction? Yeah. And is there going to be heat on Tony? Yes.
Already is.
There is. And that is, again, we talked about it when he was hired. That is the risk you take when you hire a new manager. Now, you spoke about the veterans in particular. And it is kind of a weird, like, situation for Tony to come in and take over kind of a veteran group that are, again, set in their ways. They're going to do things the way they want to do things. There seems to be a disconnect with the team in some way. And when you go and sweep LA in that first series,
they won 2-1.
They won 2-1.
Yeah. Either way, they won the series.
Regardless, they won the series after kind of being a little bit on a rough patch. Where, in terms of, was the momentum for you to continue to kind of keep that going? I'm concerned with when they have good wins and they're on like a little bit of a momentum push, this team doesn't respond. this team then goes back down.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's very wishy-washy. It's clinkety, like every word you can describe to use like not being able to get on a high.
They just don't look focused. They just don't look locked in to the point where you have a veteran shortstop, a position that arguably is the most important to pay freaking attention, not realizing how many freaking outs there are.
It's
in Dodger Stadium against the
bizarre.
Dodgers, against your number one rival.
That's bizarre.
Like they just don't look prepared, ready, locked in, whatever adjective you want to use to describe. They're just not there. They're not focused. And it's
lackadaisical is what they are.
And all the veterans, to some extent, like Willie Adames, has not been good. Matt Chapman, who's one of my favorite players in the league. I love Matt Chapman.
He's not been good.
He's been really bad. Rafael Devers is finally getting going in the batter's box after being non-existent. They had to call up Bryce Eldridge just to give them something to care about.
Do you think that these vets have kind of, I do not want to say this because we are only in May, folks, but like I feel like a checkout vibe. And I don't know if it's checkout vibe on Tony. I don't know if it's checkout vibe on they're just woeing in their sorrows. But it's like, pull up your big boy pants and figure out how to hit the ball and to not make dumb mistakes. Like, I don't know is Tony too lax? Is Tony because he doesn't want to overstep boundaries? Is he sitting back and maybe not doing enough? I have no idea, but there seems to be a disconnect in the clubhouse.
Well, it's hard.
And that is never a good thing in baseball.
It's hard to argue against that when, again, you have dudes falling asleep on the base paths, just not paying attention. I know mistakes happen. Listen, I remember as a kid playing basketball and inbounding the basketball and running the wrong way up the floor because I didn't know which way I was going. I was a kid.
You were a kid.
Not a freaking professional baseball player at Dodger Stadium. Like that.
He's been doing this all his life, and now he gets paid millions of dollars.
And if anything, like if there's anything in baseball that you'll see baseball players do all the time that maybe you even roll your eyes at because my wife does it as a softball player. It's you're constantly telling each other how many outs are there. Oh, there's 2 outs. Plays it first. Blah blah blah. They always are communicating this so that you don't. And it's not just to tell my teammates. It's also to tell me. So is nobody talking to anybody about how many outs we have? Oh, not to mention there's a giant-ass scoreboard in the outfield that you could look at along the ribbons of ballparks. It can show you how many outs there are. Like, Willie Adames just zoned the hell out because I don't think he's locked in. Because I don't think any of these Giants players are locked in right now, except for the young guys who are trying to make an opportunity for themselves.
Yep.
Just speaks to just the way the Giants are. Unfortunately, the A's last night, well, an old fear that they haven't had to deal with very much except for the very beginning of the season. Their bullpen, well, came back to bite them again yesterday. They were up 4-3 heading into the 9th inning. They lost 5-4. Blew the lead, blew the game in the 9th inning. They end up losing their series to the Cardinals, 2-1.
Shoot.
And now they welcome in the Giants for a weekend series.
The Gigantes.
Are the Giants going to get right in West Sacramento in a ballpark where hitting home runs is not as hard as certainly as Oracle Park? Or are the A's going to do what they should do as the AL West leaders and beat up on this lowly Giants team? And I'm not saying that to fire shots or anything like that. Look at how the Giants are playing. Look at how the A's are playing. If the A's are a good team, the A's should wipe the floor with the Giants this weekend, at least 2-1.
I say if you're the A's and I'm their manager and I'm some of these veteran players on the A's, I mean, heck, even some of these younger players that have taken on great roles, you are in that clubhouse today before you get into your routines or whatever and all the small talk, and you're like, these Giants are weak. These Giants are in their heads. Like, I'd go into the mentality of like, this is our ballpark.
Yep.
We can hit in here. We're going to sweep them. Like, I would so capitalize on the weak, lowly Giants right now in terms of like, we can sweep them in this series.
We're a team on the rise. The Giants are not.
Yeah.
Their bats aren't hot. Their pitching has been so-so. Go out and beat them.
That's what I would say.
And
I'd get that clubhouse going.
And use the motivation of how many Giants fans are going to be in your ballpark.
Yeah. That's so true.
Sutter Health Park is going to be loaded with orange and black.
So true.
It's the home of the River Cats anyway. Sacramento has been a Giants town. And I say that as a diehard A's fan.
Yeah. Like send them home sad.
Yeah. Piss them off.
Not to be rude Giants fans. I'm just, it's kind of fun.
But be nice to Matt Chapman because I love Matt Chapman. A's legend. Shout out Matt Chapman. We'll take the break. When we come back, it's a Friday. That means Q&K with Kayla Anderson. And Kayla's got a question involving
I'm
The
excited for the
fun
question.
NFL schedule release videos that you should go and check out if you haven't seen. Well, there's a lot of them. Some of them suck. You can skip those.
Pick your favorite teams. or
Others of them
teams
are
you hate.
very, very good. We have a Q&K with Kayla Anderson coming up next. Matt and Kayla, Sactown Sports.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
There's only one Ozempic.
Hello, I'm Ozempic.
And I'm other GLP-1s, kind of like him. Ozempic, you redid your jingle?
Thanks for noticing. Catchy, right?
No.
Okay, then. Well, ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of me, the Ozempic pen, may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic.
There's only one Ozempic.
I told you it was catchy.
You're great at protecting your data, but lots of places could still expose you to identity theft.
I thought it was safe.
If that happens, LifeLock gives you a US-based restoration agent who will stick by your side from start to finish. Phone calls, filing documentation, preparing insurance claims, your agent handles it all. In fact, we're so confident restoration is guaranteed or your money back. Isn't it nice to have someone like that on your side? Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Attention Roseville residents, this just in. Keeping your vehicle well maintained doesn't just protect your car, it also protects your local waterways. This May, bring your used oil filter to a participating AutoZone location and receive a free new filter. Available every weekend in May. Recycle your used oil and filter the right way. For details and tips on proper oil and filter replacement, visit roseville.ca.us/oil. Funded in part by Cal Recycle. Limit 1 per customer. Maximum value is $9.99. Roseville residents only. Proof of residency is required at participating locations only.
Sacramento Rivercats baseball all summer long. The Rivercats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your Rivercats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
You ever notice how the other guys scream about massive discounts on their Dodge, Chrysler, or Jeep Ram vehicles? Then you get to the fine print and boom, another $5,200 in mandatory ads. At Hoblet, we don't insult your intelligence. The price you see is the price you pay. No mystery add-ons, no bait and switch, no gotcha when you sit down to buy. Hoblet, family owned for 77 years. Transparency, straightforward pricing. Buy it right, buy it at Hoblet.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
It's time for Q&K. Kayla's got questions. We've got answers. It's Q&K on Matt and Kayla.
Every Monday, every Friday, bottom of the first hour, Kayla Anderson brings something. We don't know what it is. That's what makes it Q&K. But this time, I got a little sneak peek of what we're going to be talking about.
I wanted
Kayla,
you guys to get creative in your minds and get prepped for it a little. You know?
I don't think I thought about this enough.
I think you'll have a good answer.
I have 2 ideas.
Okay. Now, YouTube chat, wake up. I want you to get involved in this. See how creative you are. So we talked about the schedule release, right? Maybe you're into it, maybe you're not. But this is a time for you, Matt, Kyle, listeners, to come up with your schedule release of your team.
Mm-hmm.
Or heck, if you don't have a team, pick a team. I want to know just how creative you get. Now, you can do a theme. You can do just something that's a little bit more random. I always like a theme because then I'd know what to start with.
Mm-hmm.
So, who wants to go first? Kyle or Matt? What would your schedule release entail?
Is it for our specific team? So, like, I'm doing it for the Raiders?
So you can pick whatever. You can do it for the Raiders, or you can say, hey, this team would fit this, so I want to do it that way.
We'll say, like, an NFL team has hired you to be their social media coordinator.
Well, if I'm the social media coordinator of the Raiders, I have my boring answer that I think would be fun, and then I have my real answer that everyone's going to hate. My boring answer is you have Max Crosby, and Max Crosby is covered head to toe in tattoos. So you could easily use Max Crosby as a canvas
that is
and
hilarious.
hide hidden, like, obviously not, unless he agreed to do this in real life, which he shouldn't do, hide hidden logos and references to your schedule in Max Crosby. That's the boring answer.
No, I like that.
The real answer
I know what this is
that I would do will surprise nobody. The NFL season is an 18-week journey, is it not? A quest, as some would say.
I know you like Harry Potter.
What better quest than the story of the Lord of the Rings? The journey from Hobbiton, the Shire, to Mordor, Mount Doom.
How has nobody done this, by the way?
Every stage, because I'm a nerd, every stage of the Lord of the Rings journey, a different week of the NFL season. Come on, it's easy. You could also do something very Dungeons and Dragons if you want to go nerdy.
It's not bad. I'm not mad at you for either of those.
I think you are.
No, I'm not. I would tell you if I was. You know me better than this.
That's true.
I'd say, like, those suck. But they don't. They're pretty good.
Okay, so now what would be the best? You think the Raiders are the best team to do a Lord of the Rings themed one?
No, I just would want to only do it for the Raiders because screw everybody else.
Okay, so who would be the team that makes the most sense to do this for?
The Lord of the Rings.
Like what team?
Like the Vikings?
Maybe.
I don't know. They're like a you know.
What embodies Middle
The
Earth?
Vikings one was great, by the way. They had Chris Jericho.
They're always pretty good there.
And the kicker was the one at the table.
I don't know what team would be good to do Lord of the Rings for. I haven't thought that far ahead. I just make it from my team.
Yeah.
The Jaguars doing Lord of the Rings.
Gross. Do you have one? Do you have what you would do for your schedule release, Kyle?
I guess this is one I want someone to do because there's been all sorts. People have done like GTA ones in the past. You mentioned the Halo. People have done Minecraft. I didn't really, I not as much on social media as I used to be, so I didn't watch very many of them this year. But I did see the Colts Simpsons one that we mentioned earlier, which was very creative and fun. And that one specifically made me think about one that would be really good if they could ever convince the people there to do it, which was if you were willing to throw a bag at the people who do Rick and Morty and get them to do a schedule release video, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that would do well too on socials.
Yes,
really well.
I don't understand Rick and Morty. Personally, not a fan of it, but it's stupid popular.
Yeah. What if has anybody ever done? I just said this because Elmo just popped up on my feed.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Elmo says week one's against the Commanders.
It'd be really funny if done right. It'd be really funny.
Fork a bag out, but get Disney involved.
Seriously.
Imagine.
That'd be
Does
so
Disney
cool.
own Sesame Street?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
But if you like
Disney
did a whole,
one.
yeah. I'm trying to think of what else would be really cool.
Like pop culture type things to do?
Yeah. I mean, you could do
What about
music.
you could do
ones.
what about like cameos?
Yeah.
Would you like get
Yeah.
because some
Like,
teams
get
do cameos, but like get like really just random celebrities and
I mean,
things.
LA could hit that out of
Oh
the
yeah,
park.
LA could do a
Hit
whole,
that out of the park.
They could do a whole movie set.
I mean, they could use AI now and go back and do like former stars that are no longer even with us.
I thought you were talking about Cameo, the app where you get random
Oh,
celebrities
yeah.
to
That would
record
be-
videos
that'd be
for
fun,
you.
too.
Yeah.
You just like, we're paying John Hamm $200 to say, here's what our schedule is.
By the way, there are some hilarious people on that site. There's
What
some,
site?
On Cameo to like you
Oh,
can pay
I
to send you
know.
a message.
Yep.
There's some hilarious people on there that are like,
Yep.
there's no way you're making money on this. There's no way anybody is.
I also don't know, who their intended audience is with some of these schedule releases, but there's a lot of like YouTubers that would make very creative like schedule release videos if teams were to employ YouTubers to do it. Some of the content I see on YouTube is crazy good.
It just amazes me, like every year, the graphics and stuff just get so much better. Like now with AI, I'm surprised people didn't do more with the AI.
You can get a personal video from Snoop Dogg on Cameo for $5,500.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Let's just look up Sacramento Kings
Oh, geez.
Cameo.
Draper's on Cameo.
I've
Oh,
seen.
I just heard somebody say
I've
that.
seen that. Jimmer is. Oh no, Jimmer.
Jimmer Fredette is?
Jimmer, no.
$55 to get a Jimmer cameo.
Goodness.
Isaiah Thomas, $116. Eric Musselman, $77.
Eric Musselman?
Kyle Draper and Jimmer Fredette are the same price.
How much?
$55.
Wow.
Draper's gone up recently. His used to be 50.
Okay, JaVale McGee, $660.
What? Is Doug Christie on there?
Tyler Eulis,
I hope Doug Christie isn't on there.
Dante Green, the boy.
Tyler Eulis, I think we found out is an assistant coach at Arkansas now.
Marvin Bagley, $275.
Who in the Sacramento media do you think's on there?
Mitch Richmond's on here. Well, I mean,
Besides Kyle. Do you think
I
anybody
think
else
we've
is?
looked it up. I think it's just Kyle.
Okay.
Draper being on Cameo is freaking hilarious.
His intro video is funny. I know we've done this before on the radio.
Well,
but
I'm not gonna do too much on this, but
Maybe
he's done a lot of them.
That's what I was just gonna
apparently.
say. I mean, honestly, if you're making money,
Hey, there's only 8 videos left on at this price. Hey, he's got 27 5-star reviews. So he's
look
doing.
at that.
Look at Drapes. Drapes knows what he's doing on Cameo.
What
My
if
boy
we
Drapes.
did a Sactown Sports Matt and Kayla cameo?
Mine would.
No, we'd be together doing it.
Oh, it'd
for
be
people.
like $2.
Yeah.
And that would be
we'll
paying.
start it at the low price of $5.
So it's $2 for Matt and Kayla, but it's $200 for just Kayla. And Matt will pay you $200 just to do one for you.
So if you scroll down, there's
Is
something that's
Vivek on
like
there?
reasons you'd want to buy it, and one of them listed as Valentine's Day. Imagine
From
getting
Draper?
It just lists generic reasons why you would want to buy a cameo, and that made us laugh. The idea of someone getting a Valentine. How long do you have to be in a relationship to get your significant other a Valentine's Day message from Draper?
$17 for one from Jar Jar Binks.
You mean like the actor who plays Jar Jar
It
Binks?
just says Jar Jar Binks. I don't know. Don't ask questions.
Okay.
There's $11 from Lord Voldemort, the Black Cat. I don't know. Cameo's a weird place. I'm going to get off
It is
this.
a weird place.
Well,
Popular categories, the second one listed is Love Island cast, and that made me realize, yes,
not.
this is the perfect place for those
wow.
people.
Absolutely. A Love Island schedule release would be hilarious.
Oh,
A Love
that
Island
would be
theme schedule
great.
release would be very good.
That's a great idea.
You'd have to do it for I think it's like coastal though.
Okay, I just chose the sports category. There's some crazy people on here. For $275, you can get Dodgers shortstop Miguel Rojas to record a cameo for you.
Can you do it mid-play? You can watch Willie Adames
Actually, that would
run
be-
by not
that-
knowing how many outs there are.
That would be funny.
Michael Irvin, $550.
What a quick way to make a buck.
Hey man, and people will pay for it. I've seen
Yeah.
people do it for birthday messages, things like that. Who Gilbert Gottfried used to have
Oh
one,
my
and he made
gosh.
bank.
That would actually
He
be
made bank.
hilarious.
People would just pay Gilbert Gottfried to just say mean things about your sibling or something.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
The one I also remember was that all the cast of The Office used to make like millions of dollars a year doing cameo. Who's the bald guy from the big bald guy?
Oh,
I think it's Kevin from The Office.
His name's Kevin, but I don't know the actor.
Yeah, that
I've
guy
met
used.
him, though.
That guy was I think he made over $1 million a year on Cameo.
Hell yeah. because everybody loves The Office.
By the way, $146 for LeVar Ball.
Oh, gosh.
I'm all right.
No, I'll pass on that.
Well, that was a weird rabbit hole to go down. And in the next segment, I'm going to start the segment with something that could create another rabbit hole. But once we're done being children here on this Friday, AJ DeBonsa did something very nice for the Sacramento Kings.
Aww.
But something that's also very important for Scott Perry and the Kings. I'll explain after another rabbit hole we go down next. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
When opportunity knocks, you don't just answer the door. You kick it down. On Sunday, June 28th, for the 5th time, the door is open once more, and the eyes of the world turn to San Jose as AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, CMLL, and Stardom present Forbidden Door. Live Sunday, June 28th from SAP Center at San Jose. Tickets on sale now at AEWTIX.com.
Summer means longer days and more deals at Lowe's. This Memorial Day, shop Miracle-Gro 0.75 cubic foot garden soil, 5 bags for $10. Plus, get select 1.5-gallon red, white, and blue annuals hanging baskets, 2 for $15 to show off your favorite plants. Stop traffic with stunning landscaping and save while you do it. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/27, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is Kyle Ledbetter, and it's time for your PGA Championship update. Aldrich Potheater is currently 4 under in the lead, with 7 golfers tied at 3 under, including Jason Day and Hideki Matsuyama. Scotty Scheffler is 1 under through the 5th hole. Your PGA Championship coverage is brought to you by Golf Fitness Solutions. Move better, feel better, play better.
It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
The 916 wins in terms of schedule release ideas. This is on the text line. A Traders schedule release featuring Alan Cummings.
Awesome.
Would do so well.
Awesome.
Just like stabbing the Raiders in the back.
That's cool.
Like sneaking through the halls with the hood on. Oh, it'd be so good.
That's cool.
That's a phenomenal idea. Reality TV could leave, like you could do a Hell's Kitchen one. That would be easy to do with Gordon Ramsay.
Could do plenty
There's
of them.
so much out there. So much good stuff. Kayla, before your Q&K segment, I came across this on social media.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying you needed
Because this happened to, I wouldn't call them college friends, people I knew in college.
Okay.
They've been together for, like, since we were in college, so almost a decade. Mm-hmm. And the guy planned a very elaborate proposal for her in Monterey this past weekend.
Private
Yes.
proposal.
Yeah.
Okay.
As guys do, we typically will get the girlfriends of the soon-to-be bride or fiance involved to help make her get her nails done, because she's going, oh, this is blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, you want to look good for your photos. Blah, blah, blah.
So guy gets girl's best friend to help him with stuff, so she obviously knows this is happening. Well, before they leave for the trip, girl best friend and girl that are going to be proposed get into a fight.
No.
And girl best friend exposes and tells the soon-to-be fiance, he's proposing to you this weekend. F you, blah, blah, blah. Like all
Okay.
So she knew.
That is awful.
She told him he still did it because he had it all planned. He got a photographer and they got everything booked.
That is awful.
Ooh, boy.
Hey, note to best friend.
Drama.
As much as we at times would get into a tip for something, if that actually happened, you never, ever, ever
got him.
Expose a secret like that.
Oh, boy.
So she probably hates her even more now.
Probably.
That is awful.
I don't know. They just posted the story on social media. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, my God.
Talk about also exposing your friend on social media. That's crazy.
My question, being the journalist that I am, what the hell were you fighting about?
Oh, you want the dirt.
I want to know.
You want the dirt.
What made the best friend so mad that she felt she had to get back at her friend by exposing a engagement surprise? Because that's deep. That's deep, y'all.
Past the point of no return.
Love triangle. You never know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, that would defeat the whole purpose of the engagement.
Love triangle.
You never know.
Hey, man.
Never know.
Be wild out there.
It's wild in them streets.
Wild out there in the streets of Monterey Bay. Gorgeous place, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
AJ DeBonsa did a very nice thing for the Sacramento Kings this week. According to Mark Spears, friend of the show, AJ DeBonsa met with Scott Perry in the Kings front office as part of the pre-draft process interviews. Oh, that's so nice.
Aw.
That's so nice of AJ.
Sweet.
According to Mark Spears, he met with the Wizards as well as the Jazz, the Bulls, the Kings, the Nets, the Atlanta Hawks, the Dallas Mavericks, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the LA Clippers. Look at AJ.
Look at him go.
What a nice guy.
I actually really like that. And you know what? He's helping himself just in terms of like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not just go talk to everyone? I'd like to talk to everyone. I think it'd be fascinating.
We do have number one picks and top picks that have said, I'm only talking to the top couple teams and I'm only working out for the top couple teams.
I love AJ.
We'll see what AJ does for his pre-draft workouts. I don't know if the Kings are going to be able to get AJ DeBonsa in Sacramento for a pre-draft workout or anything like that. But hey, he gave the Kings the time to be able to sit with him, have a conversation with him. This is, of course, not the first time they've talked.
Sure.
AJ was courtside at a Kings game in Utah earlier this season and took a picture with Russell Westbrook and stuff like that. So there's been interactions, of course, before. These guys know each other. But AJ gave his time to the Kings and multiple teams that probably have virtually no shot of drafting him. Mm-hmm. He's either going to go number one or number two. And if he goes number two, even then I'll be surprised. I think he's going number one. Either the Jazz will trade up for him or the Wizards will take him. I believe, but I don't know. That's just speculation on my part. Let me tell you why this is important, though. This actually follows a pattern of Scott Perry's history as a front office executive and general manager. Scott Perry is very much a relationships carry weight type of executive.
Yep.
We've known this since they hired Scott, but Scott has also talked about this publicly many times. Scott creates bonds and relationships with everybody that he can. From agents, agents know and respect him very well, to media members locally, I can attest to that. nationally. I mean, hell, he worked for ESPN, so he has relationships with all like the national people as well. Of course, players. One thing you'll hear players talk about with Scott is he's a straight shooter, and they appreciate that. That's one of the reasons why like Scott and Russ got along as well as they do and get along as well as they do.
Even said
DeMar talked about that. I think Zach LaVine's even talked about that at some point. Like even if Scott Perry's sitting in a room and going, I'm going to tell you something you don't like, I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm not going to beat around the bush. And there's a respect there. Scott Perry is very relationship centric. Scott also is very well versed in different markets and different different identities of teams around the league and cities and things of that nature. I believe what Scott Perry is trying to do here is not just bring the Sacramento Kings back to a place of relevance. I believe Scott Perry is also doing what he can, especially to rid Sacramento of the stigma or change the Sacramento's history of not being a free agency destination.
Yeah, good point.
I have a pretty good understanding, if you catch my drift, a pretty good understanding that that's very important to Scott. And you never know what a conversation and what an established relationship can turn into down the road. The Kings, I would say, have less than a percentage point of a chance of drafting A.J. Debonsa.
Sure.
He might never, ever, ever step foot in Sacramento other than when he's coming here to play the Kings. But you never know if Perry can establish a relationship with AJ and specifically leave a impression on an AJ Debonsa, on AJ's family, AJ's camp, a certain agent, whoever, that 4, 5, 6 years down the road, 8 years down the road when AJ's finishing his second contract in the NBA and could be testing free agency, and the Kings could maybe be trying to make a play for him or whatever. You never know how those pre-existing relationships can play a fact in those decisions. That's something that I know is very important to Scott.
I'll go further on that because I think it extends even beyond AJ. AJ is one thing, and him building that relationship, even if it was that one time I talked to Scott Perry at the draft. But then you can also say Scott Perry is very intelligent in terms of how he goes about his business because he also then knows that once AJ gets in the league and becomes the star that he is, which I do think he will be a star, and establishes other relationships with other good players, that it takes one phone call when guys are going to look for a spot in free agency or guys who just want to know something about a place. Or it sometimes just takes a guy like AJ to be like, hey, my buddy over here, he's deciding between the Kings and this play. Like, I'm gonna call him up and say, you know what? I had a great experience. I still remember to this day with Scott Perry. And I'll go give him I'll go give him a good word. You know, like the league is so small and everyone talks.
Yeah.
It's just like you never know what will pay off in the end. Like Scott, I feel like that's why you do have to appreciate Scott because I think he's that smart to do the detailed things like that and to think not just short term, like you were mentioning, but long term in terms of benefiting.
Scott Perry's superpower as an executive is his ability to establish relationships to where real conversation can be had. That's Perry's superpower.
Yep.
He is, I won't go as far as to say because I don't know him personally enough to say he's an extrovert or anything like that. I don't know. But he is very comfortable and very confident and very open to lines of communication with everybody. Again, I can attest to this myself. He is...
I think he enjoys it, honestly.
I think so, too.
I genuinely enjoys it, not just doing it, like, it's part because you do it because it's good business, but I think he thoroughly, like, enjoys that part of his job.
He wants to get to know people and make basketball decisions based upon those pre-existing relationships. There are two things in Scott Perry that I'm most confident in as a general manager. Two things. The first thing is I don't ever think Scott Perry is going to get taken advantage of. You might roll your eyes at that because of your Kings history. I encourage you to go and read and look up Scott Perry's history as the general manager of the New York Knicks.
Yep.
Kristaps Porzingis tried to take advantage of Scott Perry. When Scott first took over, Carmelo Anthony wanted up and out of there. And Scott did what he felt was best for the Knicks, not what didn't bow to the whims of a Kristaps Porzingis and where Kristaps wanted to go. Ended up turning a pretty decent deal with the Dallas Mavericks at the time. Worked out, I think, better for the Knicks than it did the Mavericks with how Kristaps Porzingis turned out there in Dallas. So, and Knicks got a plethora of picks in that deal too. So I'm very confident in that element of Scott Perry as a general manager. The other thing I'm most confident in Scott as a general manager is that he is going to talk to people. Mm-hmm. And he is going to be connected with everybody. And this is something that you could argue, while people knew who Monty McNair was. People knew who Vlade Divac was, of course. I don't know if they knew or understood how to utilize their relationships as well as I believe Scott Perry is going to from all the years, decades of experience that he's had as an executive in this league. We saw teams blatantly take advantage of Vlade and Monty in certain situations. I don't think that's going to happen with Scott.
That's that. And you tell me some of the things that have happened under those two GMs and some of the, I don't know what to call them moves, but not smart moves.
Yeah.
Like, clearly we're taking advantage of. And, yeah, with Scott, you do not see that being the case at all. And what I like, too, is, like, Scott has done this in bigger markets.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's done this in New York.
Yeah, and that's, like, if there's anything, a tough place to do anything when it comes to being a general manager or a coach or even, heck, a player, it's like the New Yorks and all that, where you're constantly being looked at. And think about talk radio on there when it's basketball season. I mean, we think we're like crazy.
Yeah, you make a bad trade, you're getting
worse.
eviscerated.
Exactly. So I think he's like, at this point too, what I love too is, like, we're talking about the summer checklist, and I always joke about that, like how long it is, how grueling it's going to be. But for him, he's just had probably so much experience up to this point. Maybe it's not as challenging as we are making it out to be for him. It's challenging, but I think, like, he's been tested, which is a good feeling to have. Like, he knows he's not a pushover.
And that those experiences that he's been through give him the confidence to be able to have the conversations that he needs to have and say what he needs to say.
Exactly.
To everybody. And I want to address this comment because I'm actually glad to see this comment in our YouTube comment section from Martin Ramirez. It says, will that override the superpower of Vivek Ranadive? There's sarcasm there. But if I'm reading between the lines, Martin, of your comment, what essentially I'm reading that comment as is, will Scott Perry's superpower of being, like, having connections and being able to have those open lines of communication and say what need to be said, will that help him if the pattern of Vivek and Kings ownership's over-involvement in basketball decisions continues, or Vivek tries to continue that because maybe he gets antsy, he gets impatient, whatever the case may be. Like, just at this point, whether it's Kings ownership, Vivek looking in the mirror, or people like ourselves talking about it on Sports Talk Radio, everybody knows what the pattern has been of ownership over-involvement and decisions that they've made that have far more hampered the organization than helped the organization over the history of his ownership tenure. As early as the De'Aaron Fox for Zach LaVine trade, the firing of Mike Brown, and look where the Kings are at now, right? It's a very fair criticism, a very fair question, and something that we've talked about before. I don't expect Kings fans to believe it's changed until it's changed, if that makes sense. But what I can tell you is what Scott Perry's told us, which is that he has full control. I've been told repeatedly, not by Scott, but by other sources, that Vivek Ranadive is as uninvolved as he's maybe ever been as an owner. He's told information on a need-to-know basis. And I believe because of Perry's confidence, the relationships that he's established, including he's had a relationship and a friendship with Vivek Ranadive for years. The Kings never wanted to lose Scott. When he got the opportunity to be the GM of the Knicks and leave his assistant general manager, he was essentially the right-hand man of Vlade Divac here. He was going to be the guy that helped Vlade as the general manager of the Sacramento Kings. He was the one that got the Sacramento Kings the ability to draft De'Aaron Fox, and then he left 4 months or whatever it was into his tenure, goes on to run the New York Knicks. The Kings never wanted to lose him. Vivek has kept that relationship, which ultimately landed Perry this job. I believe that relationship, plus Perry's relationships around the league and who Perry is as a person, is enough for him to go to ownership at any point. Go to Doug Christie. Go to anybody in that organization at any point and go, this is how we're going to do it. I am the basketball decision maker. I am the general manager. This is how we're going to do it. And if you don't like it, then you're going to have to fire me. Yeah. I believe Scott Perry has more 10 toes to stand on with that than anybody that the Kings have had as a general manager in Vivek's ownership tenure in his history.
I want to share this story. And again, I'm not doing these things because I don't think that they're worthless to the conversation. I'm only doing this because when I experience something covering a team similar, and this kind of like conversation comes up, it does trigger like something that I felt like I was dealing with when I was in Tennessee the last couple of years, and all of the firings and hirings of GMs and head coaches. And ownership was always involved in terms of the name, Amy Adams Strunk. And, oh, she's got too many cooks in the kitchen. Or, oh, she's being too emotional with what the fans are reacting to, and she's making changes based off fan react. Like, there is so many times we just talked about the owner. And I'm thinking to myself, God, this is not good. When you're talking about the owner this much and how much the owner seems to be involved in decisions, now I wonder why things aren't going right. Like, the owner needs to own the team. And, yeah, can be involved sometimes, but they hire a GM because they are supposed to be hiring a GM that's qualified to make all the actual football, basketball, whatever decisions, right? The minute that they found the right GM, and it took them 3 GMs before, the minute that they hired what seems to be the right GM in Mike Borgonzi, and I'm prefacing this because it relates to you guys here in Sacramento, everything has like toned down in terms of the ownership and connection and her having to have a say. Like, it just seems like, okay, this could be what they needed to do. And he came in there, was like, you're not going to have a say. I am going to do it my way. They also then fired some other people around him, so it's solely him. I feel like that is going on here in Sacramento with really the keys given over to Perry. Like, it's like something had to have been said by someone at some point, be like, we can't keep going down this road. We can't.
I don't mean this disrespectfully towards Monty McNair, who I got to know a little bit in his time here. Very nice guy. Actually got to see him not too long ago. He was at the Kings-Clippers game because he works as an advisor for the Clippers now. Got to see him. Super nice dude. Vlade Divac I grew up idolizing as a basketball player.
Sure.
Pete D'Alessandro I didn't have any relationship with, and he was an absolute disaster, so I guess if I offend him, I don't care. I think this is the first time, again, in Vivek's ownership tenure, this is the first time since Jeff Petrie was the general manager of the Kings that I think there's a true leader in this front office. And if you want to call, he's shilling for the organization, it's the flagship station of the Kings, blah, blah. If that's what you want to do, then fine. Like, feel that way and be that way and just be negative about every little thing. You have to have something to put your hopes in with this Kings organization, especially after the season that the Kings went through. Or be hopeless and then just don't watch or like torture yourself watching. And I've certainly felt that way before watching Kings basketball recently. I believe the Kings have a absolute established leader in Scott Perry in this front office. Someone who will have the tough conversations and say and do what needs to be done. Does that mean that he's going to make perfect moves? No. And we've talked about if Scott Perry doesn't get this draft right, I don't think he survives to the end of the rebuild. This draft. Now he's going to get multiple years to see if he gets the draft right or not. But like, that's how important this draft is. And I think Scott Perry knows it. It doesn't guarantee. And you can look at Scott Perry's history. He's had some draft stinkers. He's had some really good drafts. He's had some draft stinkers. So doesn't mean that Scott's been the perfect executive.
You're never going to be the perfect
We're not talking about Sam freaking Presti here.
Yeah, well, I wish we were, but yeah.
But I do believe this is the first like true leader that the Kings have had in that front office, whose absence was felt immediately as soon as he left after, again, 4 months, I believe, of serving as the right hand at Vlade Divac and helping draft De'Aaron Fox. If you want to call it wishful thinking, that's fine. You got to put your hope in something. And I think putting your hopes in the guy who's actually running the damn team is probably the right place to put your hopes going into a pivotal draft.
Yeah, and I think right now it is that sense from fans that we are going to be cautious. And that is okay to be cautious.
Absolutely.
Now, to be cautious and miserable, no. Don't do that to yourselves. To be cautious and think, hey, let's try to be optimistic.
Yeah, cautiously optimistic.
Yeah,
that's
I think
my favorite approach.
I think that's fair, though.
Guarded.
As I am in a lot of times in my life, cautiously optimistic, right? Because there is a lot of good things that can happen, and everything that is on his checklist for the summer is not going to be checked off, right? There's some things that are going to remain, and again, he said it several times, this is not a year rebuild. This is going to be a couple 3 years to get to that point where you really maybe reap the benefits, but there's going to be small victories along the way. If it's done the right way. So I would just say, like, enjoy this draft process. It's a lot of fun breaking down these prospects. And we're going to do it all the way leading up to the draft. Brendan Nunes is doing an excellent job on featuring the guys that he is breaking down. So I think, like, enjoy the process and then enjoy draft night. And, like, let's not think too far ahead. Like, do what you want. I'm not trying to tell you how to think, but just so it's not like you're miserable every day about what's going on here.
Well, look, and Kayla, you're experiencing this as someone who's, like, you've been in Sacramento now for, what, a year?
About
a year, but you're still experiencing this.
Yeah.
Sacramento, we're very much in our bubble. Now, we're the best fans on the freaking planet, and I'll put us up against anybody.
For sure.
Anybody.
For sure.
And we'll kick their ass.
Yep.
But we're very much in our own bubble and set in our ways of this is the way it is in Sacramento. It's never going to change this, that, or whatever. If you were to hire me as the general manager of the Sacramento Kings, guess what? That's never going to change. Now, I think I do somewhat of a halfway decent job, maybe kind of sometimes. I think I'd also be terrible in a lot of ways too. But my point is, you don't want people that are ingrained into the culture of a city to be in charge of the organization, in my opinion. Now, you have Doug Christie as a head coach who very much understands the city, has a passion for the city, and that means he's going to go all in for the city in that sense. There's all the motivation on the planet for Doug Christie as the head coach. Whether or not that means he's going to end up being a good head coach, time will tell. Scott Perry doesn't care about the history of Sacramento. He's aware of it. He doesn't care about it. He doesn't care about the reputation of Sacramento. Scott Perry is here to change Sacramento's inability to attract free agents. Scott Perry is here to change the way Sacramento is looked at around the league, being the low-hanging fruit. Just like Bob Myers and Joe Lacob did with the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors were not a free agency destination forever, and they're in the freaking Bay. True. Until they built a dynasty, and suddenly Kevin Durant wants to be a part of it. Right? Like, you want people here that believe that it can be different and don't care. I am forever going to be skeptical that the Kings will become a free agency destination, that Sacramento will ever be a free agency destination. I could tell you story after story of players that ended up coming here that fell in love with it and stayed here forever. We have those stories galore, but that doesn't mean that we can attract Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah,
right?
I get that.
Maybe one day we'll get there. I'm certainly skeptical of that. But you need a general manager who believes, I know Sacramento in the past they've had only 2 out of the 3 ways available to them to improve their team, trades and draft. Free agency's never been reliable. I'm going to change that. I can't approach this job with that understanding. And to tie it all back in, conversations like what he had with AJ DeBonsa, sure, it has to do with the pre-draft process, but those conversations can create roots that lead to things down the road. And that's something that we're going to talk about at noon when it comes to the history of Scott Perry and Darius Acuff's family. Yeah,
and what I will say really quick is he might not build the most desirable free agent spot right now. And it's never going to be the most desirable.
A long way to go.
However, you start building the culture, you start building what Sacramento is in terms of an organization, you've got to change a lot. You've got to change a lot of thinking out there because players are thinking a certain way about Sacramento. The national media seems to think a certain way about Sacramento, and it might take a minute to change that because you have to actually prove you're doing it. But once he starts bringing in the right players or drafting the right young core, and then things start to happen here, it will come, and then the free agency will come. It's just that's part of the building process too. But you're right. I think it's a hard thing to do, but if anyone can do the job and believes that he can do the job, I do think Scott is one of those people.
Well, speaking of NBA executives, a number of them anonymously weighed in on different pivotal offseason storylines in the NBA. We'll go through some of the things that they said on ESPN up next before Pick a Side. You're listening to Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday. We're looking at plenty of sunshine today, a little bit of a light northerly breeze, and temperatures this afternoon quite toasty. Our highs will peak today in the upper 80s to low 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall at Elk Grove Honda, you can lease a 2026 Accord SE and enjoy a tradition begun with the first Accord in 1976. Ask about the lease you can do. Done right here at Elk Grove Honda under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is your job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
The other guys must think you failed math. Get this huge discount. Then the fine print hits you with $5,200 in mandatory ads. It's adorable in a scammy kind of way. At Hoblet, we skip the tricks. The price you see is the price you actually pay. What a wild concept, huh? Hoblet, family owned 77 years. Experience the difference online at hobletdodge.com.
May is here, and so is your excuse to hit the ballpark. The green and gold are bringing the energy all month long with fan-favorite bobbleheads, can't-miss post-game fireworks, and a ballpark atmosphere you don't want to miss. Turn up for Sacramento Saturdays and bring the whole crew out for Stompin' Sundays, packed with kid-friendly fun, giveaways, and the opportunity for kids 14 and under to run the bases after the game. Enjoy big swings and bigger moments all May long in West Sacramento. Lock in your seats now at athletics.com/tickets.
It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
I have an incredible knack, Kayla, to start working on something on my computer right when our intro hits or our return hits. I'm like, panic.
I know you do, because sometimes you actually do like a 15-second pause.
I know, just because I gotta wrap it up, because then I'll forget.
Right.
I used to make fun of my mom for having short-term memory loss.
I have it bad.
I used to also mock my aunts and uncles for,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta put it on my calendar. If something's not on my calendar, it's gone within 5 minutes. No clue.
Same.
And it drives my wife crazy. You ready to go? To what?
To what? Where?
The party?
Yeah. You're not alone in that category.
Whose party? I don't know. If I don't put it on my calendar, I forget everything.
I know. I'm with you on that.
Everything.
Maybe it's when you have children, because it seems
No,
like
I don't
it was
have
before,
kids, and
it
I'm
was
like
before
this.
that.
Oh, it was before that.
But
for
it gets even harder with kids because they have their thing and you have your thing and she has her thing.
I've heard so many people say
Good
like,
Lord, he's like throwing pens over here.
I didn't mean to. It slipped.
That's disgusting, by the way. Who is eating the end of pens?
That's 100% Carmichael
That is
Dave.
so gross.
It's 1,000% Carmichael
That is
Dave.
so germy.
What if we came back and it's like, actually, it was Jason Ross the whole time?
I know, right? Then I'd be like, I mean,
Jason's too sophisticated.
I couldn't say it to Jason.
Jason has a handkerchief, I bet.
Oh my gosh, my grandfather always had a handkerchief. Always.
Jason gives off Bridgerton vibes.
Oh, he could very well be in Bridgerton.
That might be an insult. No, that's a compliment,
No,
right?
no.
Victorian royalty. High class.
High class.
Just say complimentary.
Complimentary.
Have you seen that meme on the internet where people will say a sentence and then you don't know whether it's a compliment or an
that's
insult? So they'll
funny.
say either complimentary or derogatory.
All right. Kayla, Kyle, I'll leave it open to you. Do you want to hear anonymous executives, NBA executives, weigh in on what's next for LeBron James, the Philadelphia 76ers offseason, how the Clippers handle Kawhi's future, the Bucks and Giannis, or negotiations for the Pistons' 2 stars? Those are your 5 categories. What would you like to hear anonymous executives talk about, NBA executives talk about?
Let's go. Well, I want to hear. Let's do the Giannis thing.
Giannis.
Yeah, I just want to get this one out of the way.
Okay. Anonymous. So this is all, by the way, on ESPN.
Okay.
ESPN released an article, just anonymous executives, NBA executives, weighing in on all these
On the
different
situations,
storylines in the some of the biggest storylines around the NBA this offseason. After years and years of won't they trade Giannis, there's growing belief around the league that this time it's actually going to happen.
Okay.
An East executive said, it just feels like they're done with the circus more than anything. Yeah. They seem to want a clean break and move on. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Is that it? No. An East executive also said, if someone can get Giannis, they might win the offseason. Wow, what a take. For all the distractions and injuries of the last few years, he remains a top 5 player in his prime, and those guys aren't available often. That's why this matters so much. Those are the only quotes that I see in this part.
It seems like, again, of course, at some point it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's just kind of like exactly when. I'd like to know so we can get beyond this. I'm so sick of talking about this.
This is not a direct quote, but the article does mention that the lottery changing to the 3-2-1 system, which is likely to happen. The vote is going to be at the end of the month. And it sounds like we're going to get what the final proposal is pretty soon here. Executives do believe that the 3-2-1 method will actually potentially have a positive impact on the likelihood of star trades.
Yeah,
So
it makes sense.
It could have a wrinkle outside of the draft with star trades because the acquisition of picks is now going to be more important because you get more shots because there's now more flattened odds.
Okay.
And really, like the Sam Presti model of stockpiling as many picks as possible is going to become, I think, the blueprint or the MO for executives who are looking to build through the draft.
Seems like one of those unintended consequences we were talking about is that picks now are more valuable, so therefore less picks are going to get traded in trades.
But there was also the proposed removal of certain protections, right? Picks can only be protected in certain ranges. Again, we don't have the specific details yet, but this is all still to come. All right. Do you want to hear executives talking about LeBron and his next step? 76ers, Clippers and Kawhi, or Pistons negotiations?
Well, Kawhi's my favorite player, so I'll go Kawhi.
Let's go Clippers and Kawhi. An East executive, so a lot of East executives weighing in. Every day you hear about what's going to happen with Giannis Antetokounmpo, but everyone ignores that Kawhi has been better and healthier over the last 2 seasons.
Wow, what a sentence. Kawhi has been healthier.
If you had a chance to acquire one or the other, I might go Kawhi. West GM said, there's no way they're voiding his contract, talking about Kawhi's, even if the league finds him guilty of that scandal. That would be a reward, clearing the Clippers' books for them. A West executive said, them, being the Clippers, getting the number 5 pick in the draft via the trade with the Indiana Pacers is the piece of information they've been waiting for. At the very least, you'd expect them to have some fresh conversations to assess Kawhi's trade value. Another West scout said, I would just play it out and not extend Kawhi. He clearly wants to be in Los Angeles, so I wouldn't be in a rush to lock him in early. An East scout said, I'd extend him, but it has to be on a deal that makes sense for the team given his injury history. A lot of people wanted to weigh in on that Kawhi situation.
Yes, they did.
With the Clippers. A lot of people.
By the way, I think a lot of teams would like to have Kawhi.
Well, of course.
Like,
I thought that West executive was hilarious. Don't void his contract.
I
That
know.
would help them.
Exactly.
Make them pay it.
Make them pay it.
Make them pay it with all those trees,
Yeah.
those fake trees.
By the way, Kayla, you know how you bag on Mike Trout because all he wants to do is just sit in his Malibu house and enjoy playing for the Angels?
I do.
Literally all Kawhi has ever wanted is just to have his beachfront
Sure.
property in LA.
Sure.
Like, he left the Raptors after winning a championship because he just wanted to live in LA.
But can't you still do, like, here's the thing. They make so much money. They've got places all over the place, guys. Like, can't they just still have that and then want to go help another team win? I want as many rings. Look, I want to be going around when I'm 80 years old with my hand weighed down. Like, I want to be in...
Dragging like an anchor behind you?
That's right. That's right. I want to do interviews.
Would you ever wear a championship ring around if you got one?
I would for, like, occasions. Like, if it was, like, a certain occasion or something.
I'd lock that sucker up under lock and key.
Well, nowadays, I know.
Keep that
Somebody
thing
would
away
just
from
snatch it
anybody.
Like an event or something. And like it was a sports-related event or something. I think I would.
Like a Hall of Fame ceremony or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Kawhi's a little different, though, because he's already done it. Did it in San Antonio, did it in Toronto. He wants to win with the Clippers, which means have his beachfront property in L.A.
He just wants to be like, well, if it happens, it happens.
He wants to plant trees, man. He wants to plant trees. He's thinking about the
Exactly.
environment.
Is Kawhi married? It's like Kawhi have a family?
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
I know
two
he has
kids.
kids. I don't know if he's married or not.
By the way, I just saw a thing that popped up on my X timeline, Twitter timeline, about Russ and his wife. And there is a nice little story. They did an interview because they've been married like 20-something years and how they met through basketball. It's a really cool little
Very
piece.
cool.
Yeah.
Check that out. How about executives weighing in on the LeBron James situation?
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
No one knows. I want to hear this.
An Eastern Conference team strategist told ESPN, by our metrics, he remains a top 25 player in the league, and if not for his age, we'd probably assess him at near a max player contract level. Our coaches would tell you he ranks even higher than that when his legs and back are feeling good.
No kidding, right?
That's
That's
crazy.
low-key a
You
shot.
think so?
Hey, if his legs and back aren't hurting, he's a better basketball player. Thanks, guy.
Thanks,
The idea,
Liz.
he's 42 and a top 10 player in the league when his back and knees are healthy.
Here's a East executive. I'd pay LeBron whatever he wants, as long as it's a one-year deal, no player option. Give him the no-trade clause. Everything Mark Walter has done so far has been about good business. LeBron sells tickets. He keeps the local TV partners happy. Re-signing LeBron is good business. Here's another East executive. I think he should sign for whatever the best situation is for him. What does he want to do money-wise and where? Thanks. The general opinion from conversations in Chicago pointed to James likely returning to the Lakers. A West scout said it's just hard for him to fit anywhere. So, kind of to your point, Kyle, when you were talking about LeBron earlier this week, it just doesn't sound like there's going to be... maybe the market for LeBron is not going to be as lucrative as LeBron freaking James would expect.
I've heard people talk about he could go to the Knicks, he could go to the Nuggets.
I don't know if he wants to do that at this point either,
But people are
guys.
trying to find basketball fits, and none of this is about basketball fit.
No, I mean it's about what he wants to do. That's all it's about.
This is an excerpt from the article, not anything a executive said, but It's highly unlikely any outside team would be willing to offer LeBron James a max contract or high-level contract. Signing him wouldn't make sense for the teams with big cap space, such as Bulls or Nets. James also would probably have a very short list of preferred destinations, such as, hypothetically, the Golden State Warriors, who aren't in position to have significant cap space this summer.
There we go. There's that little nugget.
So, LeBron, do you want to go where you want to go for less money, or do you want to make the most money somewhere you don't want to go? Yeah. Or the middle, which is probably the Lakers. The Lakers are just the middle.
But I do think, like, Golden State wouldn't be the most awful place to go because it is still, like you said, location-wise, hey, it ain't a thing. Mm-hmm. LeBron James is a millionaire. And then when it comes to, he could still make probably more money doing that than to stay with the Lakers for more pennies.
If I were the Memphis Grizzlies, I would lean so far into this and just make a public.
Could you imagine?
Make a public joke of like, I if I'm the Memphis Grizzlies like marketing department,
so funny.
I'm buying up available. Available billboards in LA and in Memphis, and like.
That's great.
Like trying to fake attract LeBron to just lean fully into the bit. You could turn that into such a social media thing. Oh, it'd be so much fun.
It would be really fun.
Even Milwaukee and Cleveland could get involved to some extent. Although Cleveland, they love him. They're not going to do anything like that. But Memphis could control the heck out of LeBron so bad.
What a pro right there.
Boy, I wanted to let it fly, man. I wanted to let it fly. That would be so funny. I would root for Memphis. I would become a Memphis Grizzlies fan if they did that.
I'm already rooting for them in a way, just because they've been through a lot of stuff. And now with the passing of Brandon Clark, it's just they've been through a lot of stuff.
Well, they got the third overall pick.
Yeah.
Cam Boozer?
Probably Cam. Or Caleb.
We don't know.
Caleb Williams?
There is a chance it could be Darren Peterson, too, because I don't know if you guys saw the Utah Jazz and Carlos Boozer Carlos Boozer works for the Jazz or, is involved with the Jazz to some extent.
It's like an advisor thing.
Advisor.
Yeah.
So, in theory, AJ goes number 1, Carlos Boozer goes number 2, and the Memphis Grizzlies have their choice of Darren Peterson or Caleb Wilson. Although, I've heard rumblings and whispers out of the combine that a lot of people think Caleb Wilson's going top 3. A lot of people do because of the athletic upside.
I think so too.
And he's 6'10".
His stock is skyrocketed.
6'10", and he would be the 2 guard on the Jazz because the Jazz have freaking 7-foot Markkanen.
They have a huge
7-foot Jaren Jackson.
Carlos, we're not taking your son. We're taking Caleb Wilson. Wait, come back. Where are you going? Wait. No, don't get mad at us.
A second.
We'll take the break. When we come back, before we dive into, speaking of the combine, a Darius Acuff Jr. Sacramento Kings conversation, a match made in heaven. I talked a lot about this last night on the Matt George podcast. Before we get into that, coming up next, it's time to pick a side, including more about Juwan Jennings, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and a little bit of NBA playoff action. Pick a side is next on Sactown Sports.
Is a potential lottery pick for the Kings already drawing lofty comparisons.
Darius Acuff measured out as a near physical match for Damian Lillard's 2012 pre-draft numbers. Darius Acuff 6'2", Damian Lillard 6'1" and 3/4. Wingspan 6'7" for Acuff, Damian Lillard 6'7" and a half. Standing reach, Acuff 8 feet 2.5, Dame 7 feet 11.5, and Acuff is 2 years younger.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
When opportunity knocks, you don't just answer the door. You kick it down. On Sunday, June 28th, for the 5th time, the door is open once more. And the eyes of the world turn to San Jose as AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, CMLL, and Stardom present Forbidden Door. Live Sunday, June 28th from SAP Center at San Jose. Tickets on sale now at AEWTIX.com.
Under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Elk Grove Honda has your Honda. And right now, you can lease the 2026 Honda Accord SE for just $269 a month with $49.99 down, including first payment due at lease inception, excluding tax and license. 35 monthly payments of $269 plus tax, license, and 0 security deposit. Mileage in excess of $10,000 per year at 20 cents per mile. There's 5 at this price. It's the lease you can do. Done right here at Elk Grove Honda. Under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need to get the job done. With fast delivery you can depend on and access to technical product experts ready to help you meet any challenge. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Wendy's new Biggie Deals lets you choose whatever you're in the mood for. It's like a music mixing board of deals, and you're the producer. Go with some chill folk music with a JBC in the $4 Biggie Bite snack. Try the drum and bass of deals with a double stack and the $6 Biggie bag. Or go full-on sandwich symphony with an $8 Biggie bundle, the grand finale of snacking. And the best part? They all come with napkins. $4, $6, and $8 Biggie Deals how you want them at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Pick a side, any side. It's time for Pick a Side on Matt and Kayla.
We got TC on hold, wanted to talk about Scott Perry. TC, you hang tight. We'll get you at the start of the lunch break segment because we're getting back into some Kings talk. I'm excited for this 12 o'clock segment. If you missed last night's episode of the Matt George podcast, let me just tell you, it was a fun one to do. We'll dive into it at noon. But right now, Kyle, it's time to pick a side.
Well, it seems like nobody missed that podcast. You see those numbers? I mean,
Cha-ching!
Everyone wants to hear about Darius Acuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's Acuff fever, baby.
Acuff mania.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Acuff mania sounds better than Acuff fever.
Depends on how sick you are.
Yeah.
True.
Well, there's NBA playoff basketball this weekend.
Hooray!
Kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, a night of no basketball last night was weird. I was like, what do I do?
Oh, I was like, I'm going to just binge on reality TV.
What, Matt? You didn't watch the 2-hour schedule release like you said you would?
That's true, I didn't.
No, I got 40 minutes in, and I said, I'm not watching this crap.
Actually, shame on me. I genuinely completely forgot about it.
I was over it.
Not shame on you. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't have watched it.
I went to my son's back to school night. The audacity of doing that. By the way, that's fun as a parent. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sure.
Back to you mean like open house?
Yeah, essentially that.
Yeah, it's like back to school nights usually at like the start of the year.
Open house, whatever. I got to see his artwork and stuff. It's cool. And then I put his artwork on top of my car and then drove away, and it went all over the road. And then I pulled over and had to go get it all. Yeah, that was
Good
bad.
job, Dad.
Whoops.
Was he in the car at that point?
Way to go,
my son?
Dad-o.
Yeah. No, rule number 1 with my family is never put anything on top of the car because even if it's only 5 seconds, we'll forget about it, and I broke that rule. And I littered.
I've done this before with garbage. Like I was going to take it down to the trash and forgot.
My wife has done it with her cell phone.
Ay.
Rest in peace, that cell phone. My wife did it with her Yeti cup, and it ended up like cracking part of the windshield.
Well, yeah, because the Yeti cup won't get destroyed. It will destroy everything else.
Those are basically missiles.
They're so heavy.
Anyway, pick a side number 1.
Anyways, pick a side number 1. So NBA playoffs. Who is more likely to come back from down 3-2 at this point in the series? Is it the Minnesota Timber Pups or is it the Detroit Pistons?
It's the Detroit Pistons because they've done it already.
Yeah.
Go Spurs. Spurs are winning in 7. I do think the Minnesota Timberwolves will win tonight, though.
So, between the Pistons and the Wolves, huh?
Yeah, no one else is playing.
I know. I'm just, I'm buying time to see who I want.
If it helps, there's apparently an illness going around the Cavaliers organization.
I'm going to say the Pistons. Look, I was hesitating for a minute because the Cavs have been so incredible at home as well, protecting home court advantage. But I am going to say the Pistons just because, I kind of like the Pistons. I'm kind of selfishly rooting for them a little bit. I know they have a long shot chance of winning anything.
I did appreciate the joke somebody made on the internet, which is the Cavs have an illness going around. They're like, yes, it's called James Harden in a closeout game.
That's funny. I'm going to go with the Pistons. Yeah.
I'm going with the Timberwolves because like Matt, I am so convinced Minnesota is going to win this game tonight.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think they'll respond and win. It'll go back to San Antonio, and I think that game will be close, but I think the Spurs will win it.
Like, that series has been so evenly matched and so deserves to go 7. Even if the Timberwolves don't win Game 7. But you know what they say about Game 7s. Anything can happen.
Dude, the Knicks and Oklahoma City, like,
kicking their feet
I
up.
hope they're doing jumping jacks. They're, doing some things to keep their joints going. Because they're sitting on their you-know-whats for quite a bit here.
Mike loves his practice time.
My goodness.
Well, he's getting plenty of it.
Forgot about those teams were in it still.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Juwan Jennings liked Colin Cowherd's video saying that the 49ers are old and completely fallen apart. I don't remember. Oh, it was Mexico City was the Vikings game. Do we think there's going to be a big Juwan Jennings revenge game?
I think in Juwan Jennings' mind there will be, but I think he'll have like 4 catches for like 30 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on if Kyler Murray is still their quarterback at the time.
Will he be able to see him?
Yeah, I mean, can he see over the huddle? I don't know.
Well, then you still got 9 stepping in.
Hey,
J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy. Maybe J.J.'s ready by then, right?
Listen, Juwan, you're wide receiver 3. You bet on yourself, pal, and you didn't get even remotely close financially.
You overbet on yourself.
Yes.
Let's not be kidding ourselves.
Don't be
he
taking.
Thought the market would be $20 million a year.
Don't be taking the shot at the Niners. If anything, the Niners almost overpaid you. They offered you a contract more than what you just signed.
Now look, have I at times scrolled through things and been petty? And
hell yeah.
I don't comment, but and then I have realized, shoot, I better not even like it. I have gone back and disliked it.
Well, on Twitter you can't see likes anymore.
Ooh,
on Instagram you can.
Oh, on Twitter you can?
On Twitter, I can't go and see what you like or
then
don't
I'm going to
like.
go and like all the pettiness that I want. Perfect. Oh, I've got a couple already in mind that I saw this morning. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! One that's real fresh in my mind, baby.
On Twitter?
What is it?
I can't tell you on air.
Well, damn it!
Let's just have to say, it has to do, I should say, with someplace I used to be. That's all I'll say.
No further questions, Your Honor.
I'm going to go no revenge game for Juwan Jennings.
Yeah,
I don't think it's happening.
I don't think it'll
Sorry.
matter.
I
We're
like
going to get to that
Juwan,
game,
but
and
sorry.
I think the Vikings and the Niners are going to be very different situations.
All right, let's talk some puck.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Let's talk some puck, all right?
So the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, let's go, my boy John Tortorella. I don't like the Knights.
Is that where he is now?
Yeah, Torts took over right before the playoffs.
God, hockey coaches get fired so often.
Vegas coaches get fired so often.
God, being a hockey coach must suck, man. You get fired like every 6 months, pick up another job. I thought Peter DeBoer was still there.
No. It's Torts.
Jesus. Okay. Anyways, random side. So the Vegas Golden Knights, who apparently have Tortorella now, they just won against the Anaheim Ducks to go to the conference finals.
Yep.
In their first 9 years of existence, this is their 9th season, they have been to 5 conference championships, 2 Stanley Cup finals, and won the title in 2023.
And how many coaches, Kyle? I believe we're on 1, 2, 3. I believe we're on 4 or 5 in the short existence. They literally can just fire coaches, hire another one, and then continue to have success. It's like throwing away, what do we throw away all the time? Toilet paper, flushing it down the drain. That's how easy it is to them. But yet they've had the success as an expansion team.
The culture. It's that Vegas culture.
Not to explain it to people, but there's literally a Wikipedia page list of Vegas Golden Knights head coaches.
Okay,
how many they've had in
Kyle?
9 years.
5?
This is 4.
Okay, well, I was close.
Tortorella's 4. It was Gerard Gallant, Peter DeBoer, Bruce Cassidy, and now John Tortorella.
That's nuts. And those are all huge names. What's the question?
Win in Vegas.
No, what was the question?
There is no question.
There is.
Yeah. Are the Vegas Golden Knights truly just lucky in Sin City? I mean, no, they're super well run. They're incredible. I mean, they got lucky in the beginning, I guess, because the expansion draft rules were so lenient.
It helps your team.
Yeah, no, they're a destination city. They're a big brand. I think they're the model of which, why professional sports realized Vegas could be so attractive and too successful. Like the Golden Knights, as much as I hate them, have been sensational since their inception. So good for them. They've built a culture there. They have a standard, and it's working for them. So we'll see if they can actually turn that into any sort of dynasty, though.
So one more thing on that. It's crazy, though, that you go through 4 head coaches as a beginning organization.
Expectations are high.
That to me is a little luck. There's a little luck in the timing, just precise of when they fire and then decide to bring the new hot name in. Like, that to me has got to be a little luck.
Hot name.
But they have had the same general manager almost the entire time.
Well, maybe he's like the what's the Oklahoma City? I just spaced it. GM.
Sam Presti?
Yeah, Presti. Maybe he's
it is really interesting because like people do say they got lucky because the expansion draft rules were so lenient, and so they went to the finals in the first year because they just like stockpiled all this depth. Mm-hmm. But it's still pretty crazy how good they've been since then.
From Rex Luther on our YouTube comment section, coaches compared to toilet paper. What an eloquent analogy. Hey.
Well, that's kind of...
Gets the point.
How they do it. Sorry.
Coaches in Las Vegas are like toilet paper. You just keep on flushing them out.
It really is, though.
On the golden toilet in Las Vegas.
Think about it.
We'll take the break. When we come back, I'm very excited about this lunch break segment today. We're going to start it with TC, who wants to talk about Scott Perry. We're going to talk about Scott Perry and Darius Acuff Jr. a lot in the next segment. It's been known this week, came out earlier this week, that there's a history between Perry and the Acuff family. And I firmly believe if the draft were today, Darius Acuff Jr. would be a Sacramento King. And he would be there at 7. We'll discuss why next. It's Matt Kayla on Sactown Sports.
Sucker punches typically come from where you least expect them.
Who's the guy in the morning show with like the nasally voice?
Carmichael Dave? Cut that.
Okay, yeah. He thought that Wemby should have got suspended for a game for his elbow.
You know, Dave, I wouldn't describe him as rough and tumble.
It's a little soft to me.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Love it. I guess that's why they call it the Hotline, right? Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Looking for a new truck? Looking to save money? At Folsom Chevy, they can help you with both. Get Memorial Day savings now. Every new 2026 Silverado half-ton RST and LT in stock is $12,000 under MSRP. For General Manager Eric Wilson and his team, it starts and stops with you and your experience. Hop on Highway 50, Folsom Chevy, between the Hazel and Folsom exits at the Folsom Auto Mall, or go to folsomchevy.com. From the mountains to the levee, think Folsom Chevy.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/beat. That's ethos.com/beat.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify. apply.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARK for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARK for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PARK.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is Kyle Ledbetter here with your PGA Championship update. Alex Smalley and Aldrich Potgieter are tied for the lead at 4 under. There are 6 golfers tied for second place at 3 under with Hideki Matsuyama and Jason Day in that group. Scotty Scheffler is currently 2 under par, 2 shots off the lead. Your PGA Championship coverage is brought to you by Golf Fitness Solutions. Move better, feel better, play better.
It's time for the lunch break. Your calls, your thoughts, your segment. Call or text us at 916-339-1140. It's the lunch break on Matt and Kayla.
It is lunch break time, and like Voice Guy said, lunch break is for you. You want to be a part of the show on this Friday? Do it! 916-339-1140. You can also text that number. And feel free to hop in the YouTube comment section with all of our friends over there. But if you want to call in, you can be like our guy, TC. What up, TC? Happy Friday.
All right, man. Happy Friday, Matt. Kayla, what's going on?
What's up, TC?
Just vibing, man. So, look, check it out. We back to Scott Perry and being reputable, right? Matt, you barking up the right tree. I said that when he first was hired. I'm pushing. He's reputable, and he has enough respect, and the people around him that respect him, even Vivek, right? Let this guy go to work and do what he needs to do. Even agents are respecting him. I like how he's in a draft. If that's the case, he got enough respect, and he's reputable enough to tell A-Cuff's agent, hey, man, tell him you only come in a sack, man. Drop down a few, and this is where you coming. Because he's reputable, man. So that's all I got. I'm happy where we at right now. I'm probably the only Kings fan who's not really absolutely upset and angry at the situation because I can see the picture. It's more clear than me, Matt and Kayla.
TC, appreciate the optimism, my friend.
I like it.
Listen, I don't think Scott Perry's going to Darius Acuff's and saying, hey, you're only coming to us. I don't think he's necessarily saying that.
Imagine if he did. That'd be hilarious.
But I don't think it's that far-fetched of an idea, Kayla Anderson, that Darius Acuff's camp would very much like for their client to end up playing for Scott Perry and the Sacramento Kings.
Hey, I like to hear this.
Let's talk about this because
I love to hear this, I should say.
I broke this down on last night's episode of the Matt George podcast, which I highly encourage you to go and listen to. But we'll give you some spark notes and dive into some certain things from that podcast on the show today. One of the first things that I shared as part of that podcast is simply, I believe right now, I reported a couple of months ago, I think it was roughly a couple months ago, on this show, on these airwaves, that the Sacramento Kings loved Darius Acuff Jr. This was, I think, just before March Madness began.
Yeah.
This was early stages of the tournament.
Exactly.
Or about to head into the tournament.
Yep.
Conference tournaments. They really love Darius Acuff Jr., and he is, the exact words that I used, which got clipped and spread around is pretty darn high on the
Pretty darn
draft.
high.
Pretty darn high here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Well, that hasn't changed.
Nope.
In fact, outside of the consensus top 4, I believe Darius Acuff Jr. is at the top of the Sacramento Kings draft board. Ahead of Keaton Wagler.
Yeah.
Ahead of Michael Brown Jr. Ahead of Kingston Flemings. As of right now, after the draft combine and still over a month from the draft, I believe Darius Acuff Jr. is number 1 on the Kings board.
I don't think you're too far off.
That doesn't mean he's number 1 in the entire draft class. I'm pretty sure AJ and Caleb and some of the top 4 are probably still above him if the Kings had the opportunity to get them, but they very much likely won't. Why are they so high on Darius Acuff Jr.? Well, feel pretty confident in sharing that there is a belief that with Acuff's measurements, while he did measure in at 6'2" barefoot, roughly in shoes 6'2.5", you can round it up to 6'3" if you really want.
Sure.
And his 6'7" wingspan, plus he's 188 pounds or something like that, broad shoulders, plays with a physical nature. There is a belief that he possesses the physical traits and he possesses the work rate to be able to become, these are my words here, a serviceable defender in the NBA.
Yeah.
I believe there's more optimism here in Sacramento that he could become better than serviceable.
Yeah.
I'm going to hedge the bet a little bit because I don't know if it's reasonable to expect someone who's not been known for defense and did not play good defense at Arkansas to suddenly become a great defender or a good defender at the NBA level against the best guards on the planet. But there is a belief here in Sacramento that he possesses the tools and what he needs when paired with Doug Christie and this Kings coaching staff and developmental staff, that he can become a good enough defender to where he's not a liability on that end of the floor. And so that his offensive superpowers, it won't take away at all from his offensive superpowers. The Kings desperately need three-point shooting. We've talked about this before. They desperately need three-point shooting. Darius Acuff Jr. shot over 40% from three-point range on almost 6 attempts a game. They need their future floor general and leader. Darius Acuff Jr. led the SEC in assists per game and assist to turnover ratio. Right? He checks the offensive boxes. Everything that they need from and they want from a point guard for a team that's desperate for three-point shooting, Darius Acuff provides. He's comfortable in the pick and roll, and this is a big thing too. At Arkansas, with Coach Calipari, the Arkansas Razorbacks ran what's called a pace and space offense, which is not groundbreaking. It's not specific to Arkansas. It is a very common modern NBA style of play.
Exactly.
You space the floor. You get out in transition. The goal is to try and get downhill, get to the rim, where Darius Acuff Jr. is a really good finisher at the rim for his size. Touch the paint, draw the defense in, kick out for the open three. It also features a decent amount of pick and roll. These are all things that the Sacramento Kings have talked about wanting to do better and implement in Sacramento. I believe the pace and space offense, the Calipari offense, can be copied and pasted here to Sacramento with Doug Christie's own spin on it and Sacramento's own version. But you're talking about a one-to-one potential transition for Darius Acuff Jr. in Sacramento to play a familiar style. So the Kings firmly believe that Darius Acuff Jr. has all the potential to be that point guard that they need him to be. Yeah. That does not mean, let it be clear, that does not mean they're out on Flemings or Michael Brown Jr. Sure. They're going to do their homework on all these guys. They're going to talk to all these guys. I believe, as of now, I have more than enough reason to believe as of now, if the draft were today, Kayla, Darius Acuff Jr. would be the pick for the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, and I think we've, on this show in particular, started the Darius Acuff just in terms of likeliness, in terms of connections to the Kings.
I can tell you the exact moment it started. It was you.
That was with me.
It was you.
I will take credit. Because I don't get credit for a lot of stuff.
Sean Miller?
Yeah.
That was the day it started.
Yeah. And I will take credit because I do feel like I always feel he would be a fit here. And that's before even knowing, you obviously had some insight about how they felt because the defense was a question. And you just wanted to simply know, would that perturb the Kings from going in that direction. And no, you heard the opposite, quite opposite of that.
I started poking around in pessimism.
I know. That's that's how it came about.
I thought I was going to poke around and have them say,
yes,
yeah, the defense is concerning.
And then we would have probably I'm not going to lie, we would have probably shut down the convo. Like, I would have been a little upset because I'm like, that's my guy.
I think his shooting would have put him in the mix, but not to the level of where he's at now.
So this has been, we're going to take credit for this today. We don't take credit for much.
Kayla will take it.
I'm telling you, we started a little trend here, but the great thing about the trend, and maybe he doesn't end up here, right? Of course, it could be somebody else. But the trend is, it's gathering momentum, is what I'll say.
Rapidly.
It's rapidly gathering momentum. I will say this. A Detroit-born, raised guy knows a Detroit-born, raised guy. Those are two, what's the saying? Cut from the same cloth.
Yep.
I'm dead serious. They are. And I know that's at least an appreciation that Scott has about the way, the mentality of a Darius Acuff Jr. and how he was raised and how he puts in the effort every day and how he wants to be better. And when I was listening to that interview with him the other day that was on ESPN, and he was asked about, what do you need to be better at? Not saying your defense is a little bit questionable at times or whatever. No, it was just asking him. He could have said anything. He immediately said, well, my defense. I know that that's a thing. I know you guys understand that's what's being highlighted of a negative on me. And he said, I'm going to get better. I'm going to put in the work. What makes me think that he'll at least be a moderate defender in the next couple of years, give him a little bit of time, is that when he came to Arkansas, he flat out said he was not anything but a scorer. He was not a playmaker. He was not a guy that was an assist type of player, point guard. He just wanted to score in high school. When he came to Arkansas, Cal was like, hell no, you're gonna have to add to your game. And what did he do? He didn't just add to it. He became the guy, the playmaker, making his teammates better. So he's going to take it upon himself when he goes to wherever he goes to, hopefully the Kings, and he's going to at least try to get better. He's not going to ever be the best at it because it's not his game. But I have the full confidence that he will do that, and I'm sure that is why Scott Perry and them look at him and his work ethic and all the other stuff that comes along with it and say, oh yeah, we believe he could do that and at least improve on that category.
The text line is throwing lobs to us right now, and I love this. And I'm really appreciative of these texts that are coming in because they transition perfectly into what we're going to talk about here. From the 916, if Scott Perry knew this, meaning he loves Darius Acuff Jr., then lose more. Now we have to trade up. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. That's where this conversation takes a turn.
Here's the trick.
Scott Perry has a pre-existing relationship with Darius Acuff Jr. because of a pre-existing relationship with Darius Acuff Sr., his dad. He coached his dad. This came out earlier this week. This is nothing groundbreaking that we're bringing to the table here. Is that enough of a reason to make a selection? No, you don't draft players just because you know their dads. That's, in fact, have gotten a lot of people in trouble.
Yeah, that's actually not what you want to do.
No one is insinuating that is the case. However, pre-existing relationships, and we spent the 11 o'clock segment talking about the significance and the importance of relationships to Scott Perry, pre-existing relationships carry a lot of weight. I believe, without a doubt, that the Sacramento Kings, if they felt like they needed to move up to 5 to get Darius Acuff Jr., I believe they would do it, and they still might have to. Again, between now and actual draft night, they also might discover an infatuation or a love of another prospect. There's so much that can still happen over the next month and some change. So Kayla and I are not saying on May 15th that Darius Acuff Jr. is going to 1,000% be the pick. I'm not trying to hedge my bet either. I'm just being honest with you because a lot can change. But if I was putting money on it, I'd be pretty confident putting my money on Darius Acuff Jr. right now. And I'm getting more and more confident that Darius Acuff Jr. will be there at 7. Do not underestimate the power of player preferences. Really? I think it's
even in that spot.
I think it's very, very realistic that Darius Acuff Jr. and his camp will want to be there at 7 for the Sacramento Kings.
Not want to go to L.A., not want to go to New York.
From the 916, Kayla, why wouldn't the Clippers or Nets take Acuff if he is the best available after top 4? Well, let's talk Clippers first.
Yeah, this is what Matt was trying to bring to the table here.
The Clippers' argument's easy. They just traded for Darius Garland. Will that stop them from taking a Darius Acuff Jr.? No, not necessarily. But they just traded for Darius Garland, who's under contract for another few years.
Yeah. I see
Keaton Wagler makes a ton of sense because you can play, he's bigger guard, you can play him as the 2, you can play him off ball, play him next to Garland, whatever. I have no idea. I'm not going to even pretend to tell you what the LA Clippers are going to do. I have friends that were at the Combine that think that they're going to go in a certain direction. I have no clue what the Clippers are going to do.
I'm just interested.
Wagler.
Okay, yeah.
Wagler is you see a lot of mock drafts having Wagler.
Yeah.
They also might look to trade out of that 5th spot because maybe they feel they could get Wagler later or try and take advantage of a team like the Kings who feels like they might have to move up. But I did a podcast at the start of this week talking about the Kings should move up to 5 to get Acuff if that's what they feel they need to do. I don't think they're going to need to do it. As of now, I don't think they're going to need to do it.
But not because he's going to fall necessarily.
Because he'll want to fall.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Nets have always been the team. We talked about this week. The Nets are the team that scares me. If I'm Scott Perry, I'm scared of the Nets because the Nets and the Kings are in very similar boats. They both desperately need star power. The difference between the Nets and the Kings, though, Kayla, is the Kings are in desperate need of a point guard with nobody in your way. The Brooklyn Nets had 5 picks last year. 3 of them were guards. Now, not all of them have turned out that great, and it's very reasonable to say, yeah, the Nets could still take Acuff and he would become their number 1 guard. But that's not necessarily a shoe-in situation. On top of that, it has been widely reported and well known that Tyrese Halliburton orchestrated his way to Sacramento because he saw the opportunity here. This is common. This happens in the league all the time. You do not have to, as an organization, you do not have to follow the preference of a player. The Nets have no obligation to pass on Darius Acuff Jr. because he wants to fall to the Sacramento Kings at 7. But let me ask you this question. It's a generational draft. The Nets need star talent, and many believe that range of point guards are very, very equal in terms of talent. It just depends on what you're looking for and what you need. Is it worth it to take a player knowing potentially they would rather play elsewhere? I want to make it very clear. I am not reporting right now. I'm not just blatantly saying that Darius Acuff Jr. and his camp have told the Brooklyn Nets they don't want them to draft. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I believe, more than just speculation, I believe there is firm reason to believe that Darius Acuff Jr. and his camp want to be in Sacramento. But why? Well, we talked about the offense that they run.
Yep.
The land of opportunity for point guards here. You add in the connection with Scott Perry, and not just that, the familiarity between Scott Perry and the Acuff family. Scott has a better idea of who Darius Acuff and his people are around him, and Darius Acuff and his people around him have a familiarity and an understanding of what Scott Perry is looking for and how he runs his organization.
I would also like to add, again, I come from a different perspective sometimes, covering a lot of players, and, you know, personality and fit is a big thing for a kid that's 19 years old sometimes. You know, like, you don't get to always pick where you want to go. But if there's an opportunity of, hey, we really fit this market. Darius, again, he comes from Detroit, right? That's a big city. But he's also like a small terms of like, I don't think he wants to play in like a big city with all the hoopla. That's not really his personality. Like he went to Arkansas.
I don't know that, but maybe.
I'm just putting this out here of a possibility of kind of like a fit. Because a lot of people think, oh, Sacramento, who wants to come to Sacramento when you have a chance to go to New York or when you have a chance to go to LA? That is not always what these young men and, by the way, their families who have a lot of just interest right now with their young sons of where they want to go and what would be better around them. So it's like Sacramento, I think some people might think that that'd be the least thing on his list. I actually think the opposite. I think like Darius is that kind of a more like not all of it on him all the time in the big media. I don't think that that's a Darius Acuff, like, he wants that.
Yeah.
Like, he'd take it if he got it. But I understand why possibly he'd be wanting to come here. And just the familiarity with Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the comfortability and knowing that, trusting someone that you're setting him up for hopeful success.
Mm-hmm.
So.
A player wants to know two things in particular when they're drafted. What kind of opportunity am I going to be getting?
Mm-hmm.
And am I going to a place that's going to waste my time?
Yep.
Different players are motivated by different things. Some want to win at all costs. Some want to make as much money as possible. Some want to put up numbers and win awards. I can't tell you what Darius Acuff Jr.'s primary motivations are as a player. But I know that, again, like we talked about at 11, pre-existing relationships are valuable assets. It's like in a job interview, if you're recommended by someone to a boss, your resume is instantly more valuable because you're not just a piece of paper anymore. Now there's a connection there, right? There's a human connection. There's a human element. It's called networking. Darius Acuff Jr. knows what Scott Perry is about because his dad knows what Scott Perry is about. And I think Darius Acuff Jr. can, when comparing specifically the Kings and the Nets situations, Brooklyn's a bigger city, brighter lights, I guess. Both franchises are marred in ineptitude and losing.
Well, sure.
And one has fewer roadblocks in your way to becoming the star, especially at your position, and is also run by someone who knows you and your family very well. Tell me, which one would you prefer?
I think that I'm being honest here with how different people are different ways. And some people don't care about the comfortability part or the familiarity part. Some people just care about, I want to go to that big city. I want to have all the lights. There are players like that. There are plenty of players like that that want the spotlight on them, that feel like that's the most important thing and the money and all that. And that's fine. There are also players that are like, I want to be in a spot where I'm going to feel comfortable where I'm growing, that I'm going to have somewhat of the keys to the car. But if I make some mistakes here and there, it's not the end of the world. And that I have some sort of a support system that they know me for me. They know me for who I was or what my family was back in Detroit because they understand the upbringing or where I've come from. I'm not exaggerating. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
And that's more important sometimes for players than all the other stuff. And that's kind of, again, I don't know details like you do, but that's where I come from with the Darius type of situation of why the heck he'd want to come here. Because, again, there's plenty of people who'd be like, yeah, right. Why would he want to come to Sacramento? What? He's going to tank his stock to go to Sacramento? In what world? Well, in some players' worlds, it makes sense.
We'll put a bow on it with this, then we'll get to JR really quickly before we have to break. I think Scott Perry and the Kings are doing everything right in this situation. Everything right. Because they haven't landed on anybody necessarily. They have their preferences. They're going to do all their homework on all these guys. Darius Acuff Jr., I'd be stunned if he doesn't come to Sacramento for a workout, as well as probably Kingston Flemings and Wagler's. They're going to do their homework. They have to. They're absolutely going to do that. Even if you have a preference, you look at everybody. We're going to freaking talk about Yaxel Lindeborg with a Michigan rider next week. You look at everybody.
Got to.
But you use your advantages to your advantage. You have a pre-existing relationship. Use that to your advantage and use that for any sort of leverage that you could get over the teams picking in front of you. But also, be prepared if you need to move up to 5. And I do think the Clippers and Kings are very potentially beneficial trade partners for one another. I think the Kings are in a really, really interesting spot to be able to get what they need. JR, thanks for holding on for the entire segment. I want to make sure we get you in before going to break. How are you on this Friday?
Hey, so 6 foot barefoot, 6'5" with Kayla's hair bun.
And then 6'8" with the heels.
I don't wear heels, but yeah.
So the other day I commented you look like Cindy Lou Who from the Grinch movie.
I've heard that many times before. That's
That's
not a new one, JR. Come on, come here with some creativity.
JR,
I'm just joking.
JR, did you hear earlier in the week when she was telling the story about how she, like, for a TV hit, she punched a boxer?
And by the way,
and the boxer was saying, "Oh, you hit me so hard." You believe that, JR?
You do not understand.
She's pretty tough, and when she has those big glasses on and her knobby knees going, I don't know.
Right.
I'm not going to question her until she punches Dave in the nose.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, and
I'm going to have to just. He might, and you can't miss. I mean, geez, that thing sticks out like a foot.
Oh, dang.
Hey.
Dang, JR.
With this pick, though, do you guys remember when our GM a couple years ago knew some guy in Germany? I think he plays for the Lakers now, and he knew his family, and the next thing you know, we ended up with Junior's Junior, and that didn't work out so well.
Yep.
Just a little history lesson for you all on the show.
You're right about that. I'd like to believe that this general manager this time knows how to manage that a little bit better, JR. If not, we're all in big trouble, right?
Yeah, at least he won't knock a rebound out instead of grabbing it so Horry gets it and hits a three. See ya. Bye.
See ya, JR. Happy Friday. We'll take the break.
That's funny.
When we come back, we got 2 playoff game 6s to look forward to tonight. We'll preview them both before Kayla's 2-minute drill as we dive into football. Derek Parker, a NBA draft insider. He's phenomenal at breaking down and analyzing the NBA draft. He joins us at 1 o'clock as well. Still plenty to get to on this Friday. Matt and Kayla, Sactown Sports.
It's time for your Sactown Scouting Report, breaking down the top prospects for the Sacramento Kings ahead of the 2026 NBA Draft.
Kingston Flemings, point guard, Houston.
Kingston Fleming's favorite player growing up was D. Rose, and he's talked about studying Fox, Halliburton, and Cade. You can see all of that in his game with the speed, change of pace, and manipulative passing to make teammates better. To me, he looks like the kind of traditional point guard the Kings have been searching for. And while people will get hung up on the measurables, in the film you see active hands, rotations, and the kind of defensive feel Doug Christie would appreciate. He might be the best guard defender in play for Sacramento at number 7.
Read the entire breakdown from Brendan Nunez right now at SactownSports.com. Presented by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers for all your office needs.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. 4, 6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
The statewide direct primary election is June 2nd. All registered voters will receive their ballot in the mail. Check to make sure you're registered correctly at elections.saccounty.gov or call 800-762-8019.
Sacramento! Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long. So you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See Club for details.
If you're serious about getting better at golf, start with the fit. At Hagen Oaks, everything begins with Total Game Fitting. The TrackMan Player Performance Studio analyzes your swing to match you with the right clubs. Ping's Ballnamic Fitting helps you find the golf ball for your game. The Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio helps you roll it true. And with FootJoy's 3D foot scanner, you'll walk the course in shoes that actually fit. From driver to putter and even what's on your feet, Hagen Oaks fits every part of your game. Total Game Fitting, only at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
As y'all know, I'm very much rooting for the San Antonio Spurs for a couple reasons. One, the obvious De'Aaron Fox connection. Number two, I think the San Antonio Spurs are our only hope at even remotely stopping the Oklahoma City Thunder, but even then, that might not be enough. But saying all that, like we talked about during, I think it was Pick a Side, methinks the Timberwolves are going to get the victory tonight in Minnesota in Game 6. I'm expecting it to be a very physical, fun game. I think this series is going 7. I think the Spurs will still win in 7, with Game 7 being in San Antonio. But I'm expecting, especially, Kayla, a response from the Timberwolves, because Game 4, Wemby throws the elbow, right?
Yep.
Throws the elbow at Naz Reid, gets ejected. The Wolves win that game. They didn't win it by a ton, but I'm not going to go as far as to, disrespect them by saying they only won because Wemby was ejected, blah, blah, they barely got out of there alive. I'm not going to go that far. The game was probably maybe a little closer than they wanted with Wemby not playing.
Mm-hmm.
Game 5 in San Antonio, Wemby comes out, and after hearing all this talk from guys like Draymond Green, retaliation is coming, the physicality is about to pick up, the Wolves aren't going to let Wemby punk them. Wemby dominated Game 5. Absolutely dominated. I'm expecting a response. If that plus having your backs against the wall, one loss away from elimination, doesn't wake up something else in this Wolves team, nothing will. So I'm expecting a locked-in version of the Timberwolves tonight.
This isn't like the Pistons that, in that first series were hit and miss. We didn't really understand how even they won that series.
Still kind of don't.
The response, I can't say I was thrilled with the response of Detroit coming back home and knowing you need to kind of take control
in Game 5?
Yeah, and knowing that the Cavs had not won on the road during the whole playoff season this year and then losing that game. That's not how the Wolves have been at all this season. They have been relentless. They have been the instigators. They have been physical. They have been chirping and nipping at the jerseys of every team they've played. So it doesn't matter that it's San Antonio. It's a better team than what they played in Denver, but they still are that identity of a team with a guy like Ant, right? And so I think today, with it being back in Minnesota, they're going to respond. Now, I think it will go to 7, and I think that the Spurs will win it in 7, but I think it's going to be to the wire.
If I were to say what needs to happen tonight for San Antonio to win in Game 6, because I do think the Wolves are going to respond in a way against Wemby. Now the Spurs probably can't survive Wemby being bad necessarily.
Right.
But I don't expect the Wemby from Game 5 to show up in Game 6 because I don't think the Wolves will allow it, or they'll do everything in their power to stop it within reason of how do you stop a 7-3 alien freak of nature. The depth of the San Antonio Spurs is the key here tonight. Whether it's the 3 guards, Fox, Castle, and Harper, or Champagnie, who's been pretty quiet for a lot of this series with his 3-point shooting. Harrison Barnes hasn't done a whole lot, right? If it's the depth of the Spurs, if the Spurs get a good input from everybody tonight, I think they'll win this game. But I think the Wolves, I'm expecting an Ant Edwards monster performance. Yep. I'm expecting a new level of physicality against Wemby in particular, to where they're going to try and frustrate him, get under his skin a little bit, and not get him ejected again necessarily, but we'll see how they try and respond to that. And then I'm expecting especially the point of attack guards, Jaden McDaniels and Mike Conley, to be very aggressive themselves, not offensively, but defensively. I think they're going to try and attack and harass De'Aaron, Stephon, Dylan. I'm expecting to see a cornered wolf tonight, for lack of a better term. That's what I'm expecting to see, a cornered wolf lash out.
I'm expecting them to have, while this sounds weird saying this, because it's a group, but that lone wolf mentality, that killer, just...
Thank you, Board. Was that for her or for me? Hold on. Board is deciding.
Board says it was for Matt.
Oh, for me.
Okay,
but
got it.
She said lone wolf. How does the board
that
lone
mentality
wolf?
of it's everybody against us?
The board didn't have time to process Kayla's yet.
Okay,
the board was still thinking about Matt's joke.
Well, when the board is ready to award Kayla for her lone wolf comment.
Yeah. But I wanted to say this. I love watching the crowds during the playoffs because the NBA experience, I'm over it. The board literally, like, it's just because I turned the board down.
Look, I disagree. I disagree with the board, but you did rip off his joke.
I think the board is correct there.
I didn't rip off his joke. I was making my own joke.
I think it was too quick of a wolf pun after a wolf pun. You got to let it breathe.
But I wanted to add my wolf pun.
Yeah, but right after my wolf pun.
Yeah.
You know? Like, get your own.
Pun this.
Get your pun to replay.
All right, guys, stop howling.
Nice. Oh, the board didn't like Kyle's joke either.
Okay, good. At least for all three, at least two of us.
If the board had liked Kyle's joke, I think
I would
Kayla
have been very mad.
Flipped.
I would have thrown off my headphones again like I did yesterday. Yeah. So I love watching the playoff crowds. It's like, arenas are a lot smaller in NBA, and it's more energetic.
Yeah, right on top of you.
Yeah, but the Timberwolves fans in Minnesota, I'll give the Timberwolves credit. They've really grown a great fan base there. Like, it seems like a great place to go and watch a hoops game. Mm-hmm. And credit to them again, because it's not like that was the sport that everybody wanted to go to in Minnesota and Minneapolis, right?
They had the longest playoff drought until the Kings broke it.
Yeah. So it's cool to see that too. That's why I always am like so anxious when the Kings do get relevant again, to be able to witness what you guys did during that short-lived time. Sorry.
That felt unnecessary.
No, but I mean, it's being realistic though.
That hurt.
But I want you to build. You guys are already great fans. You fill the arena when the team's not even good.
The best.
So I want to feel the energy when y'all are actually sustaining.
No, Minnesota's been on fire for sure.
Yeah,
like, Minnesota's been on fire. I haven't even mentioned. I mean, I didn't mention Rudy Gobert either. Like, Rudy Gobert.
He's been really good.
He knows Wemby better than anybody. So if Rudy Gobert can find a way to just you're not stopping Victor Wembanyama, just slow him down.
Yeah. How old is Rudy Gobert, by the way?
I think he's 31.
Okay.
I want to say he might not actually be that old. Hold on.
I think
33.
Is he that old?
Yeah, I'm like Matt.
Jesus.
I was like, I feel like he's a little older.
Been
than
in the
we
league
think.
since 2013. This is his 13th season.
It has?
Yeah.
Yes,
this
I was
like,
Rudy Gobert's
I feel like
13th year.
Been here
I feel like
for
he
a
was
minute.
just in Utah a minute ago.
And that was 4 years ago.
God dang. I didn't
Crazy,
realize Rudy Gobert.
right?
Now that makes me feel old.
It was only 2 years ago that Luka was calling him a you-know-what after hitting a game winner.
Well, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
By the way, can I just say that one of the most I know, like, Wemby is crazy, and there's so many things that's like, how can he do that? But just Wemby standing next to Rudy Gobert at the free throw line is insane.
I know.
Because Rudy Gobert is 7'1", and Wemby makes him look like a normal-sized person.
My favorite is when one of the guards summons Wemby over for a huddle. It's like, hey, come here. And then to be able to hear each other, Wemby has to basically bend all the way down at the waist to become a right angle to be able to hear what the hell the guards are saying.
Could you imagine Wemby golfing?
He's just using a broom.
I mean,
I don't think a broom would be long enough.
I don't
It's
either.
like a fishing pole.
I think they'd have to make a special club for him. Driver.
I don't know if golf is going to be Wemby's sport, but you never know.
I
LeBron
just
was
love
a
to
late
see him
bloomer.
take a swing like Charles Barkley for so many years. Had the worst swing I've ever seen in my life.
Leave Chuck alone.
No, I love Chuck. Did you see his Golden Girls mug the other day?
He had a Golden Girls mug
I
on
put
set?
it all over Twitter.
Of
But
course he did.
he's had that for years.
But I've never really seen it.
Yeah, this has been a bit on Inside the NBA for years.
Oh, I remember. Yep. Yeah,
I don't remember it.
Oh, yeah, I do. I remember. I remember seeing it.
I loved it. I watched Golden Girls growing up with my great grandma.
Also, I would never buy those like GLP-1 supplements because we don't need it. But Chuck is doing a great endorsement for them because he's lost so much weight.
But good for him. He needed to.
He looks great.
Shaq should do that.
Covering Chuck at the celebrity golf tournament in Tahoe is always a good time. Chuck's such a vibe in Tahoe.
I love Chuck.
He's such a good dude.
He's great.
Hope we get the chance to get out there.
Me too.
Actually,
Weren't we supposed to do that?
Well, it hasn't happened yet. It'll happen.
I know, but we were kind of when we first got here. We were planning on trying to do something.
I will say this has been Jay Johnson's mission for years, and it's never come to pass. So if you guys can do it, power to you.
We'll find out. I don't know.
Broadcasting live out there would be fun.
Well, I did bring it to our program director's attention when he first got here that we wanted to go out there.
Yeah. I got friends that run it. Actually, I got an email from one of them.
Oh, you
in
got
my
friends
inbox
that
right
run
now.
it?
Yeah, I'm friends with
Maybe
like
you need to
the
put
people
in a good word.
The people that run it. Yeah, I run it for years with ABC 10.
Oh, you need to put in a
Good people. Let me play the course. It's amazing. In fact,
Let's go. Let's do a broadcast.
I have an email right now from them to respond to. Probably has to do with the media availability day.
Ooh.
I'll check that out later. But yeah, the celebrity golf tournament is a great time.
Really fun.
I'll stand on business with what I said. I think the Pistons are done. I don't think they have another rally in them. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers, flu and all,
even flugate,
illness and all, Detroit Pistons have planted a virus in their locker room or whatever. I think the Cavaliers are winning and closing this game out. They've been so good at home in these playoffs. They have the experience advantage. This is not the Orlando Magic that, no disrespect to them, but haven't been there, done that. Like this Cavs team should be able to do it. If the Cavs lose tonight, I think it says more about them than it says about the Detroit Pistons. Personally.
Okay.
But I guess it depends on how the Pistons win. But the Cavs need to close this out tonight.
I want to go to Game 7, so I am going to take the Pistons.
Well,
oh boy,
I'm rooting for the Pistons, but I just don't believe them. I don't trust them.
I don't believe in
I think
Harden.
the Cavs will give the Knicks a better series, too.
Yeah, no, they probably will. Just because it hasn't been consistent for Detroit.
Well, Kayla, you want to talk a little football?
Why not?
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Kayla's 2-minute drill is coming up next before Derek Parker joins us. He covers the Thunder for Sports Illustrated, but that's not why we're talking to him. He has one of the best NBA draft YouTube channels out there. He breaks down the draft, breaks down different prospects. I'm very much looking forward to talking with Derek Parker at 1 o'clock to start the final hour of the show. But Kayla's 2-minute drill is coming up next. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARK for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARK for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PARK.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Sacramento Rivercats baseball all summer long. The Rivercats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your Rivercats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
It's time for the 2-minute drill. Kayla Anderson has the ball, and she's taking us around the world of football. It's Kayla's 2-minute drill on Matt and Kayla.
Hey, Kayla.
Yo.
I know the schedules are out and everything like that, and all the fancy schmancy videos.
Yeah.
Is there anything actually happening in football other than schedules?
Not really.
Oh.
But I'm good at this part, so I can try to,
Hey,
finagle some stuff.
I'm very interested in this first story, let me tell you.
Yeah, it is actually interesting. If you follow what is the ongoing quarterback drama soap opera in Cleveland, Ohio. Because it's been happening for generations now. They should literally do a documentary on how they screw quarterbacks up. Because I am now believing that sometimes I don't think it's the quarterback's fault.
Quarterback killers, a Cleveland
Yes,
Brown story.
absolutely.
Except for Deshaun Watson, that's kind of his fault.
Well, that was just their fault to draft him.
Yeah.
Okay, that was just stupid. Again, their fault.
They didn't draft him, wait.
Sorry, I don't know why I just
Trade
said that
for him.
because I'm thinking about the next story. Traded for him.
Sorry, carry on. I'm
Yes,
distracting you.
The guy with the jersey that has all the names of the quarterbacks is one of my favorite jokes in the NFL, too. Have you ever seen this guy?
Well, I don't think it could just be a jersey.
say, is
I
he
would
running
think
out
it'd
of
need to be like your whole body was covered
No,
in it.
on the back of it's a Tim Couch jersey, who is obviously the first quarterback in Browns history. It is a Tim Couch jersey where below it he has sewn on the names of every single quarterback the Browns have had since
That is
then.
insane.
I think he's running out of real
I
estate.
think he's running. It must be like two font.
He has here. I'm trying to flip it around so I can show it to you, but literally he's down to
my
like
God, that
Bailey
is
Zappi
funny.
now.
And it is pretty small font. That's wild, dude. Well, the quarterback that they did draft last year, Shedeur Sanders.
Yep.
Y'all know him. Y'all probably have an opinion on him. I had an opinion on for a while, and it slowly shifted.
To a more positive?
Yeah, I'm rooting for him.
You had a negative opinion on him before?
Kind of. I didn't dislike him at Colorado, but like, I think I let the dad get in the way.
The hype.
I got the dad,
Coach Prime.
Coach
Yeah.
Prime. I kind of like let that get in the way, and that's not necessarily who Shedeur is.
That was me with Lonzo Ball. I couldn't stand Lonzo Ball because of LeVar for like a year, and then I was like, oh wait, I like him.
But at least I admit it, right?
Right.
So there's a story that just came out. I guess Dion, again, Deshaun Watson is looking to be the favorite to win the quarterback job in
stupid.
Cleveland, which I think is wild. Go with your young guy that you feel is going to maybe have a future with you.
Which one is that?
Oh, yeah, because there's a lot of them.
They also have Dylan Gabriel, who they
yeah.
drafted ahead of Shedeur.
Shedeur Sanders, because I don't mean to be rude, but Dylan Gabriel's like not on the radar for me. So I guess that Dion just recently like put this whole thing out in a podcast.
Hell yeah.
That his son, quote, went through hell during a turbulent pre-draft process and including his whole rookie season with the Browns. He says that he felt there was some kind of inaccurate reporting that was going on. There was just a lot of negativity around the young quarterback, who, by the way, didn't even start till the end of the year. They went through all the other quarterbacks before they even started Shedeur. And then when Shedeur started, they actually found some success. And then I guess Todd Monken, the new head coach, like immediately responded. He was like, hey, he's like, I like Dion. He keeps it a buck. Like trying to just spin it into like not a negative sort of situation, awkward situation for the team. But it goes to prove that, again, I just think like Cleveland is a breeding ground for failed quarterbacks. And it's, again, not always their fault. There's just so much negativity and failure attitude with these quarterbacks.
Is it taking the Browns this long to go, wait, I'm the problem? Like, look at the common denominator
I
here
know.
when it comes to the Cleveland Browns. I do. Am I the biggest believer in Shedeur Sanders? No. I think they've made this situation 1,000 times worse for him and 1,000 times worse for themselves. They've made it super messy. I won't go as far as to say toxic, but just very uncomfortable. Like the the whole thing around him is very divisive, not just for fans weighing in, it's divisive for your own organization. So while I know Coach Prime has a tendency to make things more out to be more than they are, because that's just his personality, I believe this.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's been very difficult for Shedeur Sanders because of how the Browns have handled this entire situation. And they should do the right thing. Give him an opportunity. It would be the only reason that would, the outside of Myles Garrett, that the Browns would be even remotely compelling.
Yeah.
Start him. Let him go.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Let him prove he can do it, because he's actually doing all the right things up there. Like, he's doing already community stuff, and like he's giving back, and he's putting a positive spin on what it should be up there, at least with a fresh start. If you go back to Deshaun Watson, by the way, to me, you're going back to what you want this ugly identity to be. And it's been for a while. So I don't know.
I had a very short interaction. It was primarily Kevin John, though, with Shedeur on Radio Row in Las Vegas for Super Bowl. And he was super nice.
Yeah.
He was really good dude, gave us a little bit of time. He didn't want to do interviews, or his handler didn't want him to do videos, but he at least had like a 2-minute conversation with Kevin and talked about some things. He was very, very cool.
Yeah.
So I imagine easy guy to root for. Plus, we've seen the cool clips of interactions that he's had with media members, including guys who have been negative about him.
I know, and he's like, dude,
He's a personality.
Yeah.
Again, he's one of 2 reasons why you even remotely care about Cleveland Browns football.
Right.
Play him.
I agree. I want to see him succeed. All right, next up, from finish back to the start. What does that mean? Well, the Seattle Seahawks will begin their schedule with the New England Patriots.
Am I the only one that doesn't like this stuff? We just saw it.
Yeah,
why would we want to see it to start the next season?
And that's, by the way, the season opener is September 9th. That will be at Lumen Field, by the way. So Vrabel, after the offseason that he has had, getting that team ready, like getting the distractions away, and then having to travel to one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL, have fun with that. I don't know. I don't really like it either. I'm like, who cares?
Well,
they act like it's this like big thing, and that people want to see a rematch, or that they're going to get more viewers just because it was the Super Bowl match.
But give it to us. You can give it to us, but give it to us after we have a little time to settle in, or at a time. Like, I'm all for big week 1 matchups, but it doesn't need to be exactly what we just saw. I'm a little scarred to it too, because we had the Kings and Warriors best of 7 playoff series, and then they played each other 3 times in the first
they
3
did?
weeks of the season, and we were exhausted by it at the end. I like what the NBA does. A lot of the times the NBA will have the NBA Finals matchup. The rematch is like on Christmas or something like that. Great. And when the Niners and Eagles had their NFC Championship clash, they then played each other later on in the season.
Sure.
Great.
Yep.
Don't do it right out the freaking gate.
I'm still and look, I'm elated that we have another Super Bowl, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to have the same storylines, and then, to be honest, selfishly, I don't want, what's going to overtake that whole,
of course,
leading up to that game.
Of course,
it's all going to be the Vrabel situation like that, and then they're going to talk about it during the whole game, and I'm like, I just want to see a football game. Okay, moving on. Fans' fault. Fans' fault. Of course, it's the fans' fault. Why would it be the NFL's fault? So, we all know that the NFL is literally playing games on every day of the week except for Tuesday, which I believe is a MAC day. Sacramento State, get ready. That's your day.
Sacramento, baby.
Sacramento, baby.
Tuesdays belong to the Stingers.
That's right. The MAC.
3 times this year.
The MAC, baby, on
That's only
Tuesdays.
3 times?
Well, yeah,
on Tuesdays.
Yeah, just Tuesday.
Oh, man.
So
Action.
The NFL says it is, quote, following the fan interest when it comes to playing now midday games, which is a Wednesday, right?
Midweek or midday?
Midweek, I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like, what?
So, in addition to the September 9th opener that features, obviously, the Patriots in Seattle that I was just talking about, there will be a Wednesday night Thanksgiving Eve matchup that I talked about yesterday, Green Bay and LA. And the vice president, Hans Schroeder, says that we are, quote, giving more football to NFL fans. It's only a good thing. It's what they want. Is it, though? Are we actually, like, wanting football in terms of the NFL every day of the week? I like just, like, having I mean, Thursday's fine. I kind of just like having the games that we're used to on the week because we look forward to those. And then Monday Night Football. Okay, one more for the week.
See, if it was a normal week, I would say this is stupid. I also pushed back with when they were doing like the Thursday Night Football or Monday Night Football doubleheaders and stuff like that, or games happening at the same time. Like, that's dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with a Wednesday game the day before Thanksgiving because I believe, like, to me, in my family, in my life, NFL football is synonymous with Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
NBA basketball is synonymous with Christmas, although
Right.
the NFL is starting to even steal that from the
The
NBA.
NFL is definitely getting their hands in there.
To me, it is part of when I imagine those holiday living rooms, right? I see all the Thanksgiving decorations, I see the turkey on the table, and I see football on the television. Like, I'm okay with a Wednesday game the day before Thanksgiving.
Sure.
But if it were a Wednesday in like September, the hell?
Yep.
No, don't be doing that. But I'm okay
Yep.
with holidays. Maybe that's just me.
No, that's okay. It's okay.
More football is good with me. More primetime games is good with me. At least for holidays.
Well, that's your 2-minute drill.
When we come back, if you are not familiar with Derek Parker, you will be after our conversation with him. He has a phenomenal YouTube channel breaking down the NBA draft and different NBA draft prospects. I think he's a future star. I'm serious. I think we're going to see him breaking down NFL draft or NBA drafts and prospects for a major publication one day. Derek Parker joins us next on Matt and Kayla to start the final hour of the show, final show of the week. Matt and Kayla, Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Earn an accredited MBA in as few as 16 months for about $21K at University of Maryland Global Campus. Explore 10 specializations, including finance, HR, cyber technology, and more. Plus, showcase the value of your MBA with a comprehensive learner record and digitally demonstrate in-demand skills and credentials to employers. No application fee if you apply by June 1st. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Shell.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Elk Grove Honda has your Honda. And right now, you can lease the 2026 Honda Accord SE for just $269 a month with $49.99 down, including first payment due at lease inception, excluding tax and license. 35 monthly payments of $269 plus tax, license, and zero security deposit. Mileage in excess of $10,000 per year at 20 cents per mile. There's 5 at this price. It's the lease you can do. Done right here at Elk Grove Honda, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Is the crew on their way so we can fire up the grill?
Cabrito, arrachera. They're gonna love it.
Better go with birria and carne en su jugo. Classic Jalisco dishes with tradition.
That seasoning is great, but northern Mexican-style meat speaks for itself. Let's make both.
Deal. And to boost the flavor, ice-cold Pepsi. Its sweetness pairs perfectly.
And to go with it, flour tortillas.
And corn ones too. Hey, carne asada deserves Pepsi.
Turn up the volume. Here's your Sactown Sports Live events calendar, where the action goes way beyond the game. Starting things off, June 5th, don't miss a legend, Ringo Starr and his all-star band, live at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Then, it's time for summer fun. The El Dorado County Fair runs June 18th through the 21st, packed with rides, live music, great food, and non-stop entertainment. On June 20th, turn it up with the rock favorites, Night Ranger at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. June 26th, another icon hits the stage, John Fogerty at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Laugh it up July 18th with comedian Gary Owen at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Then August 16th, country superstar Kane Brown takes over Ironstone Amphitheater. September 11th, slow it down with the soulful sounds of Anthony Hamilton at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. And on October 2nd, rock legends Leonard Skinner brings the classic to Ironstone Amphitheater. Concerts, comedy, legends, all in one place. The Sactown Sports Live events calendar. More details at sacktownsports.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is Kyle Ledbetter with your final PGA Championship update of the week. Aldrich Potgieter is currently in first place at 5 under, with Alex Smalley coming in at 4 under. Hideki Matsuyama and 3 others are tied at 3 under, while Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka, Jason Day, and about a dozen others are tied at 2 under. Your PGA Championship coverage has been brought to you by Golf Fitness Solutions. Move better, feel better, play better.
Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
You know what? At some point, every sports talk radio host has their moment of, I talked to him before he was, or I talked to her before they became superstars. Well, this genuinely might be one of those moments. Derek Parker creates phenomenal draft coverage, draft breakdowns, prospect breakdowns on YouTube. He also contributes on SI covering the Oklahoma City Thunder. So, hey, he may know a thing or two about drafts with that Oklahoma City Thunder background. But if you have not checked out his content, you will want to after this conversation. Derek Parker does breakdowns on YouTube, has over 11,000 subscribers over there. I'm looking at his post-draft lottery mock draft, which is sitting at 115,000 views. He just released a breakdown about Nate Ament not too long ago. Also has breakdowns about all the guards, including Michael Brown Jr., Kingston Flemings, Darius Acuff Jr., Keaton Wagler, and more. And now here he is joining us for the first time on Matt and Kayla. Derek, I love your work. This is your favorite time of the year, I'm sure, but also your busiest time. So we appreciate you making the time to come here on Matt and Kayla in Sacramento.
Man, I appreciate being here. I hope for both of our sakes that you're right about the superstar stuff. I'm not sure that you are, but man, good for both of us.
Just remember, when you make it to like The Athletic or ESPN or some front office or whatever, just give us a scoop or something. Just remember us little people, all right?
Yeah, 100% I will.
Well, I'm serious, man. Your breakdowns are phenomenal. I've been watching your breakdowns and following them for a little while. And then I saw on my my timeline on Twitter, a Kings fan was recently tweeting about your work. It's like, that's it. That's a sign. I got to have Derek on the show. So we'll start with this. we have executives, general managers saying this draft class has the potential to be one of the best ever. Do you subscribe to that thinking with this class?
I do. I've been doing this very seriously for about 4 years, so I don't have decades and decades worth of context here. But in the 4 years that I've done this, I have not seen a better top four than this year. I think the NIL landscape has thinned the back of the first round a little bit. But in terms of those top four prospects, which I know are probably hurting a little bit in Sacramento Kings fans' minds right now, it's probably the best quartet I've ever seen. I genuinely think that they all have all-star potential, which how often can you say that about four players at the top of a draft? But in positive news, that's going to push even more talent down to number 5, number 6, number 7. So, yeah, I think it's a really deep class, and I'm excited to keep diving into it.
When it comes to the top of the class, we can put them in any kind of order we want. I think A.J. DeBonsa is probably more so up there at 1. But I'm interested in Cameron Boozer, where we've gone back and forth with him this year, maybe, going at 3, but now it seems like Caleb Wilson has maybe hopped him. Where do you see Cameron Boozer landing at this point? And do you feel, I don't want to say his stock has fallen by any means, but do you just think Caleb Wilson's has maybe risen?
I think there's a lot of merit to the way people talk about Cam Boozer in, he's not the most flashy athlete. And I think that there's probably a genuine case that A.J. DeBonsa and Darren Peterson in the minds of GMs and NBA decision makers are probably 1 and 2. But what I'll say about Cam Boozer is I feel like we've had a lot of these conversations over the last decade of, yeah, he's not the most athletic, but he's got a lot of feel for the game. And I don't like to cap those players. I feel like that's what we did with Con Knipple last season. I feel like people did that to Luka Doncic. So he may be number 3 on most mocks and most boards right now, but I would not put him out of the running for number 1. I just think he's that stellar of a player. I think his feel for the game is that special. So that's kind of where I'm at with him personally.
Derek, where do you fall on the debate for number 1 overall? It was Darren Peterson for so long, and then all the weird stuff that happened at Kansas this year, that article that came out by Ramona Shelburne from ESPN about the cramping and the severity of it and the creatine. Almost, I don't know if calling it an overdose is an appropriate way to sum it up, but what he went through there versus A.J. DeBonsa, who took on the challenge of a smaller-ish program in BYU, got the NIL money, but put up phenomenal numbers there. Do you have a consensus number 1 out of those 2 in your mind?
Again, I think the top 4 are all really special. So any ranking that I have, just take that into account. I think they're all going to be really good. I personally actually still have Darren Peterson number 1. I think that coming into the year, he was expected to be almost a point guard, be on the ball, be handling the ball, be facilitating. And the fact that he came out and he basically was an elite 2 guard and he was making all these threes and the shooting and shot making was special and the two-way defense was so good. I think if you kind of merge the pre-Kansas version of Darren Peterson with the version we saw at Kansas, then we're looking at exactly what NBA teams need, a guard that can play on the ball, off the ball, guard at the point of attack, off the ball. So I just think he's special. Obviously, that's going to be medical related, like he touched on. He's going to have to come back and have pretty sparkling measurables to be taken number 1 or number 2, but that's where I'm at with him as well.
When it comes to the point guards, because that's what we want to talk about here in Sacramento now that the Kings are in the lucky number 7 spot, there is a consensus here right now that Darius Acuff Jr. is the guy that would be the best fit, that's what the Sacramento Kings might be preferring at this time. But obviously there are 2 teams ahead of the Kings that could go in that direction. Do you believe Acuff could at any point fall? And I guess why would that be? Would it be because a Wagler goes ahead, or maybe another team likes Kingston Flemings and what he brings?
Yeah, I think, like Kings fans, I was pretty upset when they fell. I think out of all the teams, we can agree that they're one of the ones that really needed this talent. So it was a little upsetting to see them fall. But I think on the flip side of that, it actually is a pretty good draft. I think the order shook out well for Darius Acuff to potentially fall in this group. I think that you look at the Clippers, that's a team that has traditionally kind of banked on positional size. They took Shea all those years ago. I've kind of likened Keaton Wagler to that, and it's kind of poetic in the sense that they've, the Thunder have been using their picks forever, and now they get a chance to draft maybe the 60-70% version of Shea. I think he's widely expected to go at 5. And then Darius Acuff Jr. has been mocked to the Brooklyn Nets a lot at 6. From what I know of the Nets, that's not necessarily their cup of tea either. They're also looking for, maybe a bigger, even potentially higher upside play. So, again, while they fell to 7, I think it could be working out for them to get their guy.
Is that higher upside play for the Nets in your mind like a Michael Brown Jr. or Kingston Flemings? Who do you think that play could be?
It probably would be Michael, and that's not to say that he will ever be better than Darius Acuff. He is certainly not right now, but I think when you kind of look at the way that the NBA is trending, they're leaning toward positional size. I think he's more athletic. The three-point volume and the kind of cutting out of the mid-range that he's done just kind of lends itself to more analytically slanted groups. So I think if you're looking at developing a player, sure, Michael could certainly be better, but there's also a lot worse stuff. Like he is, shooting really early in the shot clock, and the defense is just as spotty. So it's kind of a boomer bust there with Michael.
We're joined by Derek Parker. He is, in my mind, one of the best NBA draft YouTubers and content creators out there. His breakdowns of all of these prospects, as well as his mock drafts, different draft classes, are exceptional. So go out and check out Derek Parker on YouTube. Hopefully we're going to be able to steal Derek's time repeatedly throughout this draft process over the next month and some change. But Derek, going back to Darius Acuff Jr., I shared earlier in the show today that there's optimism amongst the fans of Darius Acuff in this city, and there are a lot of them, including members of the Sacramento Kings organization, that because of some of the measurements, like the 6'7" wingspan, because of the physical nature at which Darius Acuff Jr. plays with, granted it's been more on the offensive end than it's been on the defensive end, that the Kings can at the very least be able to mold him into, let's call it a serviceable defender at the NBA level, to where it's not a liability and it doesn't take away from any of the star upside that he has on the offensive side of the ball. In terms of what you see and what you know of Darius Acuff Jr., how realistic of a project is that for the Kings? Is that a bunch of wishful thinking, or do you think it's possible that Acuff Jr. could turn into that at the very least at the NBA level?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit behind the 8 ball defensively right now. Now, some of that is, of course, attributed to the offensive load that he had. 23.5 points per game is absurd, no matter how you cut it. I think the wingspan certainly helps. When you're looking at defense, it's going to help you a lot more than simple height is in terms of like jumping lanes and clogging lanes and fanning out and defending at the point of attack. I also think the unique thing about the Kings is they're kind of almost reverse engineering this, where like the Clippers would be looking at Darius Acuff as like the salvation to come in and win games immediately. The Kings would be able to kind of start this rebuild with him in mind. They could build almost a Knicks-style system where they're prioritizing Acuff and building around his weaknesses. And one of those weaknesses is probably defense. But they have the unique advantage of, over the next several years, going and getting rim protectors that can cover for him, going and getting kind of the jumbo wings and the long, toolsy forwards that can help him and, stunt and blitz next to him. So I think they're in a unique position as far as team building, and I think that kind of plays into Acuff being a better fit there than other places.
So we're obviously talking about Kingston Flemings a lot here too, just in case, there is something that happens or they just really like Kingston and we haven't heard a lot about that yet. But Kingston had a great NBA combine here this week, had put some good numbers up, looked good in some of the shooting drills. We always talk about this on this show, but what is to you? We can look at these other guys and say like, that's maybe their superpower. For you, like, what do you see out of Kingston Flemings that's like, that makes him stick out maybe compared to another guy?
I think it's just his speed, which, Sacramento fans are very familiar with in the De'Aaron Fox mold. He is just an absolute blur, whether it's, in the half court, in the open floor. Like, he is so fast. And I know that people kind of freaked out about the measurements at the combine on day one. He was a little less tall and a little less long than people thought. But then you get to day 2, and it's like, oh, he's so fast, and that makes up for, the 2 inches that he lost in wingspan, and he can jump out of the gym, and he's just a smart thinker of the game. So I think there's a lot to like about Kingston Flemings, and he'd be a player I personally would be excited about starting a team with as well.
Derek, building off of that a little bit, I've I've been so skeptical with Kingston Flemings, and I can't figure out why, Derek. Like, I'm watching him at Houston, and I know the second half of the season wasn't as impressive necessarily as the first half. I've seen the highlights of his big performances and things of that nature. I see the speed. He's compared a lot to De'Aaron Fox, who, of course, we're very familiar with here in Sacramento. But I just don't feel the same way. Maybe it's like scar tissue. I don't know. I just don't feel the same way about Flemings and the optimism around Flemings than I did about Fox coming out of Kentucky. Am I missing something? What is the star potential, the elite skill, the superstar superpower that he brings to the table that says he can be a franchise cornerstone point guard?
Yeah, I think there's merit to that thought process. As of right now, Kingston Flemings is pretty far away from what I think he can be. Like, the finishing is not quite there. Despite him being able to run fast and jump high, it wasn't great. The three-point shooting, he shot the ball well, but he didn't do it at a high volume. And then the mid-range, he's very mid-range heavy, and even that was spotty. So I think when you look at it right now, it's a very developmentally slanted pick. Like, he is going to have to get better at all of those things. But if, let's say, the finishing does come around, then what does that do for his three-point shooting, as it makes teams have to, cover that? If the three-point shooting comes around even better, it's going to make him even more of a threat to get to the rim. So I think there could be a snowball effect where you look at it right now and you say, what is he good at? It could snowball, and if he's, the worker that it seems like he is, and if he's the smart player that it seems like he is, it snowballs into, wow, he got better at everything really fast. So he's a smart player. He's a two-way player. I think he's probably the most well-rounded defensive player of the group. So there's certainly things to bet on.
We've got Derek Parker on, does a great job breaking down some of these NBA draft prospects that we're all excited to see where they land. One of those guys that I think we're talking more about now, Derek, just because of the spot that the Kings are in, is Mikal Brown Jr. And I know part of the discussion with him has been he didn't play as many games as some of these other guards because this back issue that he had. He looks like he's good. So that's the first thing, I guess, like the injury part of it, is there concerns there. But what is the upside to a guy like Mikal Brown Jr.?
Yeah, like you said, another guy that's going to have to test out well medically with teams to really be given a chance. But the upside is pretty limitless when you look at it. I mean, he shoots 1 million threes per game, and the percentages, you talk about him playing less games than the others. There were games where he would hit 8 threes, and his season-long percentage would go up by 4%. Like, that's how little he was playing early, and that's how much an individual game was affecting his season. He can really shoot it. I mean, he self-creates almost all of his threes. He can also pressure the rim. He has a ton of touch. He draws fouls. He's long and athletic enough to defend when he's really engaged. So I think if you're looking at that top four and you land outside of it, the highest upside play outside of those guys is probably Mikal Brown Jr. I just think his combination of tools kind of lends itself to star impact and being an all-star type player. And I think ultimately the teams at 5, teams at 6, and teams at 7 are going to take a long look at him.
What about Braden Burries out of Arizona? Yeah. It seems like with each passing day, he's one of those guys that's creeping up boards and creeping up mock drafts. And now I'm looking at, a mock draft in front of me has Atlanta taking him at 8, one spot behind the Sacramento Kings at 7. What do you make of the upside of Braden Burries, and could we potentially see him continue to climb to where he's in the conversation to fall into that 5, 6, 7 range?
I am so glad you asked. I have been banging the Braden Burries drum all season long. Even through the first 5-game slow stretch, I was like, wait on it. This guy is a player. I don't know if the upside is as high as all the other guards we've mentioned, but in terms of just good basketball players, Braden Burries is that. I mean, he can score with the ball in his hand. He can play off the ball. He defends really well. He's a plus passer. I mean, he led Arizona, who is just an absolute juggernaut in points per game as a true freshman. A little older for a true freshman, but he just got it. Like, I kind of envision the Derek White role. Like, is he going to be your leading scorer? No. Is he going to be the most elite defender on the court? No. But is he going to shoot you out of games? No. Is he going to be able to add a lot of different things? I think yes. So I just think he's a player, and I think he's got a lot of poise and control over the game.
I know you just recently, I think Matt mentioned this, did a little bit of a breakdown on Tennessee's Nate Ament.
Just dropped yesterday.
Yeah,
really
which
good
is,
video.
Again, go and check out Derek's content. It's great when it comes to some of these prospect breakdowns. This is an interesting one because I think, he also, was even considering going back to Tennessee for a year. Obviously, Rick Barnes, incredible coach, and what he does with some of these players. But I'm curious as to maybe where he lands in terms of the upside here, because I know it's great, but what are you maybe risking with a guy like this right away?
Yeah, I mean, I think the upside is really, really good. Like, you talk about positional size. Native Mints just do not grow on trees. He's 6'10" with a nearly 7-foot wingspan. Like, he plays almost completely face up. So when you talk about a player at 6'10" that can shoot threes and drive the ball and get out in transition, like, he is it. I get a little wary personally of how often you have to mention that positional size with Native Mint, because the season with Tennessee just wasn't great. So, like, anytime you talk about the scoring, it's like, well, he's big. And anytime you talk about the defense, it's like, well, he's huge. So I think he's a really good player. He is going to absolutely take time to cook in the NBA. I think from a physicality standpoint, still very skinny, not used to using his strength. So he's a project. I think the upside is sky high, but probably not one I would personally look at as high as number 7.
Derek, a couple more for you before we let you go. This one's going to be a little bit weird because I'm asking about an enemy here. I'm asking about the Golden State Warriors. If there's a slot that I see the most consistency with, it's the Golden State Warriors at 11 going with the older prospect. We're talking about Yaxel Lendeborg out of Michigan. He's 23, will be 24 years old by the start of next season. Again, it's Kings territory here, and I'm not trying to piss off our own listeners by asking a Warriors-based question, but do you like that spot potentially for Yaxel Lendeborg, and could you see him creeping his way into the top 10 at all?
I do. I've mocked Yaxel to the Warriors before. I think when you look at where they're at as a franchise right now, obviously they want to keep leaning into Steph Curry as much as possible. I think Yaxel just checks so many boxes at an NBA level. Obviously, he's going to be 24 shortly after draft night. That's pretty old, but he just does so many things well right now. 6'9", 7'3" wingspan. He can score on or off the ball. Started his career out as a big. I mean, he was like leading the NCAA in rebounds, and then goes to Michigan and wins the title as a wing. So I think he's pluggable in so many different scenarios. And yeah, I think he'd absolutely help Golden State as soon as year one.
Finally, Derek, I'm very much putting you on the spot here, my friend. So if you don't have a good answer to this, that's totally fine. We're not just looking at this draft for the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are entering into what many are considering to be a long overdue true rebuild. Now, we do have NBA draft lottery reform on the horizon, which is going to throw a wrench into all of this. But a lot of people are already forecasting next year's draft class as a weaker class. Is that being too prisoner of the moment, comparing it to how strong of a class this is? Like, if for teams like the Kings, the Nets, that are probably going to need multiple draft hits to get to where they want to go, is there reason to be optimistic about next year's draft class and beyond in your mind?
Yeah, really good question. I have heard in talking to some people that know some things that it is weaker. Now, as I touched on, like, I think inherently everything's going to be weaker from this year.
Right.
But I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, you saw, I mean, for example, like we talked Oklahoma City earlier, where I'm based at. In the 2024 draft, they went out and they got A.J. Mitchell at 38. And now amongst 2024 draftees, he's averaging more points than even Stephon Castle, who was drafted 4th. So I think every single draft class is going to have good players. It comes down to the front office and the scouting team to search those out. And I think for the Kings, they're in a unique opportunity, again, to have kind of this blank slate moving forward, much like Oklahoma City did in 2021, 2022. So there's going to absolutely be good players in 2027, 2028. So it's just about finding them, and hopefully Sacramento can do that.
Derek, I mean this, my friend. You're killing it on the content grind. Keep on grinding, keep on working, because it's getting noticed, and it's an absolute privilege and pleasure of ours to be able to steal some of your time and have you on the show. We look forward to being able to do it again, my friend, and keep the breakdowns coming, because they're very helpful for a 4-hour radio show when we need to break some of these guys down.
I appreciate it, guys. This was a blast.
Thanks, Derek.
Derek Parker, check him out on YouTube. His breakdowns on YouTube are simply sensational. We'll take the break. When we come back, it's Friday. That means we got Kyle's curveball. We also have our MLB mini-series update for you. Then, the final crosstalk of the week. Whitey Gleason, Alan Stiles, the Drive guys. I know they're ready to cook today. They join us coming up next here on Sactown Sports.
Listen up, Niner Gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Buying golf gear is easy. Buying the right golf gear? Well, that's different. At Hagen Oaks, they don't just sell equipment, they fit your entire game. With TrackMan technology in the Player Performance Studio, your clubs are matched to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic Fitting helps you find the golf ball that performs best for you. Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio dials in your stroke, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds correct shoe size for your feet. It's a smarter way to play better golf. Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses, plus free delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 17th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 17th. We'll see you there.
Sacramento River Cats baseball all summer long. The River Cats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your River Cats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sepp Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sepp Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sepp's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you. Lightning and the thunder, thunder. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. Thunder. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
Before we get to Kyle's curveball here on this Friday, it's going to be an interesting Friday for our MLB mini-series, let me tell you. Kyle, cue up that music because, Kayla, you're truly defending this today.
I'm trying.
I am a win away from securing a perfect 5-0 week and becoming a 4-time
I don't want to see that
champion.
happen.
All I need is for my A's to beat those stinky Giants today at Sutter Health Park. Now, Kayla, if I win today, it's done.
Right.
If I lose and you're today,
D-backs.
Diamondbacks beat the Rockies,
Come on. Let's go D-backs.
you win.
Let's go D-backs.
Because we would tie, but thanks to the Reds beating the Nationals 15-1
That's
yesterday,
right, baby.
run differential, I got no chance.
Let's go.
So go A's.
Go D-backs!
Beat the Giants. Give me my trophy back.
I also have the Cubs over to White
and
Sox,
then
but I'm dead.
Kyle's over there
sorry,
with
Kyle.
Cubs and White Sox land over there. He's just playing for
Let's
overall
go,
record.
let's go.
Hey, you can get back to 500 with a win today.
We can't let Matt.
I'm always
have more.
500, okay? This
I know.
entire game
It's
is just being 500.
Not me. I'm 20-17, baby.
Yeah, you'll be back to 500 soon enough.
Probably next week.
We
I
are
hope
the
it
San
starts
Francisco
now.
Giants. It's just always 500. Next week, I'm just going to do like random team generator, and that's how I'm going to pick my team.
Or just have a guest come in for you.
ChatGPT. Oh, no, then he'll win.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I just need Anthony and Ramsey to do it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kayla is currently a 2-time champion, holding on to that trophy for dear life.
I'm going for 3, baby. 3 time.
Asterisk.
Oh, God.
You are 19-18 overall in this game.
It's not bad. I'm over 500.
It's crazy we've played this long already.
I know.
It'll never die.
Baseball
Never
is
gonna
such a
die.
long season, dude.
Well, we're still in May, y'all. We
I
got
know.
so much more to go.
I know.
We're halfway through May. We're just getting started when it comes to baseball season. Friday also means Kyle's curveball. Kyle,
Ooh, what do we got?
is it what I think it is today? Are we finally
Guess
playing
who?
another edition
Oh,
of the Traders?
Traders.
Is that it? Is it? Is that
Guess what, Matt George? There's no sporting event, no trivia game, no anything like that for us to come up with. So today,
Traders!
we are playing Traders. All right, I think our favorite game on this show.
I think so.
Yeah, I would say so. I like Guess Who, too.
I've told you guys, but yeah, Guess Who's a fun game too. I've told you guys that I bought a card game version of Survivor, right?
Yeah.
We have to play it as a show. We have
Yeah.
to play it as a station. It'd be fun as hell. Anyway,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, the other game I want to play that's super fun. It's called Mafia. It's basically Among Us.
Yes, Mafia is a
It's
blast
so
too.
good, but we need like 8 people to
Well,
play.
I'm saying we need the whole. If we got all the shows to play, it's
Yeah.
easy content.
Okay.
But that requires organization.
Well, that's summertime.
and that requires Carmichael David to stay longer.
Okay, so one week we'll have Whitey and Alan come in. Maybe Jay will play with us, and then we can get Richie to come in and play, and then we can make it happen.
I don't think Jay's gonna play with us, but we'll try.
All right.
Jay would probably be really good at those games.
You would.
All right, so we are going into the castle. Hi, it's me, Alan Cummings here.
Wow,
Hi.
Alan, you look different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do I though? I mean,
Kyle
look
has
at
some
these
extravagant-
outfits.
Yeah, I was
though.
just
No,
gonna
the
say.
the fit's good.
Kyle, in his own right, has his own extravagant outfits.
Yeah, I got my own Alan Cummings fit. So, we are entering the castle. There are 20 of us going into the castle
Okay.
for our Traders game.
20 of us. Okay.
It is Matt, Kayla, and the 18 current members of the Sacramento Kings as of the last day of the regular season.
Okay.
So, Matt, you are a faithful. Kayla, you are a faithful.
Okay.
And you also have an unknown number of faithfuls with you in your Sacramento Kings castle. So it's going to be up to the two of you to sniff out who the traders are in our game. I've already determined a predetermined number of traders. We're going to try and give you, if you pay attention to who's getting murdered and who's getting voted out, potentially there might be some clues layered in as to who might be a traitor and who might be a faithful. But you guys are going to work together to try and make it to the end of the game
All right.
with only faithfuls, no traitors.
All right. I could use some cash. Let's go.
So we are at the first round table right now. Just right off the bat, who do you guys want to vote out? First person.
Oh, we're voting out immediately.
Yes, we're voting. Isn't that usually how they do it in the game?
No,
or do they kill
do
first?
a murder first.
Oh, they do a murder
But
first?
that's okay. We'll do it this way. This is
We
fun.
can vote out.
Yeah,
Who do we
vote
just,
Just
who do we just
set.
get
just
rid
on
of?
vibes.
Devin Carter.
Wow.
Sorry.
No.
Wow.
His hair looks great.
Oh,
Have you
by
seen
the
it?
way, it really does.
How dare
Okay,
you?
for that, I won't vote him out. I do actually like
Oh
him.
man. So I did see someone make a good joke on the internet. It's like it looks very Turkish.
I like it.
I vote Killian Hayes.
Okay,
Killian Hayes, you're gone. Sorry, buddy.
bye.
All right, you guys have murdered Killian Hayes.
No, we banished him.
I'm sorry, banished
Yeah, we
Killian
banished.
Hayes.
It's less humane, or more humane.
Yes, Killian Hayes was unfortunately a faithful, so
Oh, well.
Ah,
Damn
that's
shame.
unfortunate start.
Damn shame.
Right off the bat, getting rid of Domantas Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis has been murdered on the first night of the
Whoa.
game. He's going back to Napa. first night in the castle, Domantas Sabonis is going back to Napa.
Okay, this screams young guy in center.
I want Maxime gone.
Wow, you're going the obvious route that quickly? All right, I'll be with you. We're banishing Max.
All right, we're banishing Max, but unfortunately, Max was a faithful.
Too obvious, Kayla.
Yeah, unfortunately. Guess what? Guess who's going bye-bye next?
They wouldn't do Keegan, would they?
I'm sorry, guys.
They wouldn't get Keegan, would they?
Keegan's gone.
Okay, this screams veteran getting rid of all the veterans, but making it look like it's the young guys.
Oh.
Bye, guys.
Methinks.
DeMar?
Yeah, I was leaning DeMar. But last time it was Russ, and I just wanted to keep Russ around.
I know.
For the vibes.
I know.
All
For the vibes and the outfits, of course.
We'll go DeMar. Banish DeMar.
Banish DeMar. Thank goodness. DeMar's like, oh, thank God.
Get me out of there.
Get me out of here.
Send me anywhere
I don't
else.
wanna be in this.
Find me out before January.
Yeah, DeMar was like, thank God I get to leave Sacramento. But unfortunately, DeMar was a faithful.
We're not good at this.
And guess who's going bye-bye next?
Who?
It's PB&J. We've gotten rid of PB&J. So just for reference, here's who's left. Zach LaVine, Malik Monk, Russell Westbrook, Neat Clifford, Dylan Cardwell, Devin Carter, Daquan Plowden, Precious Achua, DeAndre Hunter, Drew Eubanks, Doug McDermott, and Isaiah Stevens.
Precious wouldn't do that. He's too good of a guy. He couldn't possibly.
But he's on.
Zach LaVine gives very much
I think that's
vibes.
too obvious. I think it's too obvious.
But I think Kyle would throw one obvious.
You do?
And Drew Eubanks is sneaky.
It's my 8th year in the league. Like, at some point, you got to just take the shot.
All right, we'll do yours.
You pick. No, you pick. I led the last one and didn't go well. You pick. Who are you thinking? Precious Achua.
Precious Achua has been banished.
If you banished our baby boy, that's like a Mama Kelsey move.
Boy.
Don't do it to me.
Precious was unfortunately a faithful.
Dang it.
God, Kayla.
Sorry.
We have banished another. And you know what? Since you guys are doing such a poor job at getting rid of these traitors.
We have 2 murders?
No. But we have to get rid of our favorite, Dylan Cardwell.
Oh no!
Who remember was a traitor last time.
I do remember.
But
that.
we are banishing Dylan Cardwell from the castle.
I'm getting rid of the
Bean
obvious.
man signing off.
I'm getting rid of the obvious. We're getting rid of Zach LaVine.
Just goodbye.
Yeah,
Bye,
you're
Zach.
like, I just want to know if it's a thing.
Yeah, sorry. It's like the Michael Rappaport of this season. Just get rid of him.
I don't think I make too much money. I think I get paid more.
Go make more later. Gone.
All right, so we have banished Zach LaVine from the Sacramento Kings castle. Again, another person who's probably pretty thrilled to no longer be in the Kings castle.
Logical Raptors fanatic says you guys suck. Yes, we are not very good at this game. The Traitors are dominating.
Well, this is your audition tape, Matt, for getting on the actual traitors.
It's not going to help you.
It's not going to help me at all. Or I'm so dumb that they'll be like, great, this idiot.
Yeah, they might be like, wow, this is
I'll
easy.
keep the game going.
Right.
Unfortunately, Zach LaVine was also a faithful. So we've now banished five
We haven't even
faithfuls.
brought this name up. What do you think about one of my favorites, Mr. Neat Clifford?
Well, we still have to do a murder first.
I got to kill first.
And you should have been careful, Kayla, because Neat Clifford's now, guess what? He's now getting killed.
Oh, you set him up.
You just set up,
You set
as
him
a
up.
faithful just set up Neat Clifford, and the traitors said he's too dangerous to be kept around.
I'm sorry, Cliff Dog.
We still haven't gotten a single traitor.
Oh, this is
I'm telling
bad.
you, Drew Eubanks is sneaky.
Okay.
So just as a reminder, we still have Malik Monk, Russell Westbrook, Devin Carter, Daquan Plowden, DeAndre Hunter, Drew Eubanks, Doug McDermott, and Isaiah Stevens. We're down to 8, and we have not banished a single traitor.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to the end with Malik Monk. He wouldn't do
are?
it. The pizza guy wouldn't do it.
I think that's a great facade.
I'm going to the end with Malik Monk. I don't care if I lose.
You drew that.
This is why I would be terrible.
I know.
Well,
I'd find a best friend
really
and
would.
never go
You're
against
like,
them.
we can't do the pizza guy. Come on.
Don't kill the pizza
Don't
guy.
got the pizza guy.
Drew is shifty, but I picked the last one.
Oh, you did?
I picked Zach.
Oh, that's right.
So we've made 5 banishments and
Who do
5
we have
murders.
again? Wait, give me the.
So here's who's left. There's 8 people. Well, counting you guys, 10, but 8 kings. Malik Monk, Russell Westbrook, Devin Carter, Daquan Plowden, DeAndre Hunter, Drew Eubanks, Doug McDermott, Isaiah Stevens.
She's going to go with her original.
That could have set us in a different direction.
Please. You want
Give
to do
me
it?
D. Carter, baby.
So we're banishing Devin Carter.
Yeah.
Devin Carter was a faithful
Dang
all
it!
along.
Oh my gosh.
Can we forfeit?
This is so bad.
So we've now we've banished 6 faithful.
Honestly, we're not even looking at clues. We're just killing people.
We're just killing people.
Okay.
By the way, the traitors have killed Isaiah Stevens.
Oh my gosh.
So we have 6 left. By my math, you literally have to get one right here. The traitors win. So we're down to Malik Monk, Russell Westbrook, Daquan Plowden, DeAndre Hunter, Drew Eubanks, and Doug McDermott.
Getting rid of Keegan is very interesting for DeAndre.
Also, this is the last round where we're going to reveal if you got a traitor or not. But you have to get a traitor or the game ends.
Oh, God. I think DeAndre could be on the traitor. I mean, he's got the look with the one eye.
It's going to be one of Monk or Russ. Would he do Russ 2 times in a row because it's Russ?
No.
Russ for vibes. I'm telling you, I'm not voting Malik. I'm riding it in
Okay,
with
well
Malik.
then DeAndre Hunter.
All right.
We're going DeAndre Hunter?
Yeah.
DeAndre Hunter was, in fact, a traitor all along.
No! I said the one eye.
The one-eye Hunter has been taken out.
Baby! Thank you. I saved you guys for now.
We just murdered 3/4 of the castle.
I
we
don't
can't
care.
be
I got one
celebrating.
right.
All right.
All right, so we're down to 5, but we do have to have one last murder.
So there's 2 traitors left.
Well, you don't know that for certain.
I think I do.
Daquan Plowden will not make it to the finale, unfortunately.
That's disgraceful.
All right, so we're down to 6. This is the finale. Malik Monk, Russell Westbrook, Drew Eubanks, and Doug McDermott are still around, along with you 2. Now, you have to finish with at least 4 people. You can take as many as you want to the end, but you can only vote to banish 2 more people.
Okay. You want to ride with Malik.
I'm riding with Malik, and it's going to get me killed, but I'm doing it. I'm riding with
Us
Malik.
killed.
I'm here for me.
Oh, shut your mouth.
I'm not here for you.
Shut your mouth.
Would you like, first of all, I guess I'm Alan Cummings, would you like to continue banishing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eubanks is shifty. I felt it from the beginning. I should trust my
Oh,
gut.
yeah. You felt it from the beginning. That's why you picked him at the end.
Get rid of Eubanks.
All right. Eubanks, and then...
You have one more banishment. Monk, Russ, McDermott. Don't you dare do Monk. Don't you dare.
Okay, but I'm going to give you crap if it doesn't end up working out.
Boy.
Let's do
Monk would never do that.
McDermott.
Wow.
Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to
Oh, we for sure lost. There's no way both Russ and Malik are clean. There's no way. One of them's got.
So would you like to change your?
No, she banished it. She chose it.
He wanted to ride with Malik, and I wanted to get rid of him. I wanted to get rid of him a while ago.
That's crazy.
All right, so you guys are riding to the end with Malik Monk, Russell Westbrook, and the 2 of you. And we would not like to ban. Well, you can't banish anymore, but this is the group you would like to take to the end.
Listen, I will get hate if I banish Russ, so I am not doing it. And Malik is my boy forever, so I'm happy with this. Let the cards fall where they may. When they're both traitors, I hope they split it and have a good time.
All right, let's reveal what our identities were. Matt, George, what was your identity?
I am bad at this game, but faithful.
Kayla?
I am a faithful.
What if that was the swerve? What if you were a traitor the entire time?
That would have actually been really funny.
It would have been a great plot
There's
twist.
an idea for next time.
All right, Russell Westbrook. I'm Russell Westbrook. Hi.
Hi.
Were you a faithful or a traitor?
I don't know you. I wasn't in film.
Despite the false context, I have and have always been a faithful.
Yes!
My boy. No, Monk. No, Malik, you wouldn't do this to me, Malik.
I
no,
knew it.
Malik, you
and
wouldn't do this to me.
I wanted to get rid of
no,
him.
Malik.
Halfway
Malik, you're my
through
pizza
this.
guy.
Halfway through
Malik
this, I wanted
no,
to.
Malik wouldn't do this to me.
Hi, I'm Malik Monk.
No, you wouldn't do this to me.
I'm a pizza guy.
No, you wouldn't do this to me.
I'm a traitor.
I have been the entire game.
No.
I am and always have been.
My best friend. I'm already writing down faithful. It's over. We win.
A traitor.
God dang it.
I knew it! Next time, you will listen to me.
I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. I think he was coerced.
Your traitors from the beginning of the game were DeAndre Hunter, the one-eyed hunter, Doug McDermott, and Malik Monk.
I refuse to believe it.
You just would have went with my gut.
No. I don't believe
my
it.
GUT.
I don't believe it. I think we got them all, and then for dramatic purposes, the producers made a last-second change. Malik would not do that.
There are stars on their names that are clearly not erased that prove this to be true.
Nope.
Only would have rolled with my gut.
I wanted to vote you out. I thought you were a traitor.
Well, Then you would have really been.
Your alliance was strong, but not strong enough. Because your alliance kept voting out all the other faithfuls.
Okay, Malik played me like a fiddle. I don't
He
care.
did.
I don't care. I'm happy he won. He deserves it.
You're like the Mora of Sacramento Kings traders.
Exactly. Oh, what is he going to get you? A Gucci bag?
Yes.
Birkin?
I hope so.
I'm a pizza guy.
Not my
Pizza.
pizza guy.
Just all pizza.
Just all
A
pizza.
year worth of free pizza?
Hey, man, he's buying it.
Sheesh Louise.
All right. Well, we lost again. Whitey Gleason, Alan Stiles join us next to wrap up the week. It's Crosstalk with the Drive Guys. Up next, Matt Kayla, Sactown Sports.
Is a potential lottery pick for the Kings already drawing lofty comparisons?
Darius Acuff measured out as a near physical match for Damian Lillard's 2012 pre-draft numbers. Darius Acuff 6'2", Damian Lillard 6'1" and 3/4. Wingspan 6'7" for Acuff, Damian Lillard 6'7" and a half. Standing reach, Acuff 8 feet 2.5, Dame 7 feet 11.5, and Acuff is 2 years younger.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I'm talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's going on for the Memorial Day sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $16,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs. Plus, with an EPA estimated combined 22 MPG, you're going to save big at the pump.
It's true, getting fuel is easily one of the scariest things to do nowadays.
I get it, and a new Ram could be what you need to cut your fuel costs long term. Plus, you'll enjoy best-in-class luxurious cabin comfort and the most luxurious Ram 1500 ever. If you've been thinking about a new truck, you have to start with Ram. Plus, with over 500 new Rams available, your new Ram is waiting at Hoblet.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
16,000 total net savings after 5467 factory incentive and 8533 dealer discount. Incentives include 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance on eligible vehicles, 500 business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, and 500 military first responder bonus for eligible members. 5 of this net savings. See dealer for details.
Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
Is this like a thing now with Alan where he's casually late to crosstalk?
It's the arrival.
Does he like doing that?
There it is.
Oh.
There he is. Hey,
like,
soak in the moment.
It's like he has to be at least a second late.
The funny is, no, I see him
It
in
was?
the other room. That's the funny part.
Oh,
I see him in the
that's
other room.
right.
Just.
Yeah.
He was explaining Drake lyrics to me.
Oh.
Breaking down Drake
So
lyrics.
he's listened to the 3 albums for sure.
All 3 of them? You got them all in?
I'm sure he has.
I've only listened to Maid of Honor so far. I'm going to listen to another one on the way home. Iceman on the way home. All right. Alan's struggling with headphones, so we'll let him take his time. Whitey Gleason.
Yeah.
How,
What's up, Whitey?
How much, if at all, did you dive down the rabbit hole of all of the NFL schedule release videos yesterday?
Not all the way down the rabbit hole. Just kind of,
Any that you
kept
liked?
my torso above ground for the most part.
Dip your feet in a little bit, though.
Mm-hmm.
Any of them that speak to you?
I know the Raiders are getting rave reviews.
Yeah.
Come on, Step Brothers.
And was it the Chargers that kind of took a shot?
Yes,
at
the
Diana
Raiders.
Rossini?
Or
Yeah.
I didn't see the
I
Rossini
knew they
shot.
would they'd be the one to do it.
Let me see
Yeah.
if I can
Sure.
find it.
Yeah.
Because the Chargers took a shot at the Raiders that I thought it was hilarious. But it's a.
They take shots in their videos usually, their schedule release.
Oh God, sorry.
They like doing
I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it should
They're
be.
not scared.
Mm-hmm.
They're not scared.
Talk your mess. I love that.
How about you, Alan? Are you with us?
I'm here.
Hi, Alan. I know that you're in awe still because you met Tony Vitello today. I know you're still awestruck.
Oh, who, Tone? Yeah, I met Tone.
Don't.
First base.
Don't.
Did you show him your podcast?
Oh.
He was on the phone.
Oh.
He was on the phone. I was sorry. I was leaving a business meeting, and I had to get on over here. And honestly, he had on a hoodie and some jeans. And I'm not going to say, people on Twitter, where was he? I'm not going to dox him like that. I'm not. I purposely didn't say where he was because that's nobody's business.
Okay.
We just happened to run into each other, walking, and he walked past me, and I said that was Tony Vitello. Yeah. But he had his AirPods on and he was on the phone, right?
Sure.
So I said, Tony Vitello. He said, yeah, and he clearly was in a serious conversation.
And you interrupted?
Well, at the time I was confirming maybe he was listening to Drake and he already knew the lyrics. So then he keeps talking and I said, hey man, just want to let you know I'm on the radio out here and I just want to let you know, loved you at Tennessee. You're doing a great job, man. And he said, thank you. He clearly had to go and I just kept prolonging.
Alan!
I mean, I had to let him know we're going to run into each other. We're in the same circles.
Hey, quick
This is
footnote
hilarious.
to that. Coming up today, probably first segment, I compiled a list, the top 5 things Alan wanted to say to Tony Vitello but didn't.
Oh, that's incredible.
So we have that.
That's incredible. Yeah.
I also heard that now Tony Vitello, if you just met him on the street, he's very unassuming.
Mm-hmm.
He's not very tall.
Yeah.
But I heard that you compared him to somebody else in this room.
Yeah.
He had like a Whitey type build.
You said he doesn't go to the
The hell's
gym.
that supposed to
No,
mean?
I didn't say that.
You did.
No, I said he was a little. He was a little.
Alan!
No, he was a little skinnier than I thought he'd be.
You know what, Whitey? I'm on your side now. He's grandstanding
Why?
Alan Styles.
What are you talking about?
It was grandstanding Gleason
Why?
yesterday. Now it's grandstanding Alan
Why?
Styles.
No, he was a little. Yeah, thinner than I thought he would be.
Oh,
not
thinner.
like fat, but he's not like
He's
yoked.
probably not eating because he's like so nervous about his job.
Well, I'm just saying the last time was Gabe Kapler. That dude got after
Right.
it.
That's
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you can't
Gabe
compare
Kapler's
there.
another story.
Right. So I just saw him. He just looked like a normal dude. And
Yeah. He does.
And I think he had a hat on. So I really
Probably.
was double checking. Is that Tony Vitello? I said, yeah. We were pretty much the same.
He's not
same
tall.
height and yeah. It was.
Were you offended that he didn't know who you were?
No, he's on the phone.
Oh,
he did. No. He knew.
Oh.
I think same idea.
Oh.
He saw my face on the,
Right.
big. As soon as
Sure.
we walked away from each other, he probably thought, that's the dude who's always defending
Yeah.
me.
That's Alan Styles.
Yeah.
You know?
That's A Sizzle. I forgot.
Style Espresso or
Style
whatever.
Espresso.
Yeah.
That's A Sizzle. Man, you know what?
That's my guy.
Let me DM him.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we'll talk later. But Tone, we're gonna beat down on the A's.
Tone.
That's gonna be easy work.
You already said the A's are going to win.
I have
Oh my God,
my
this is
heart,
great.
my head is saying A's win 2 out of 3. Giants lost last night. Now had to obviously come
so they're
on
gonna
back
win
to
tonight?
I think the A's win tonight, and then they split. So obviously, I think the A's win the series. But my head is saying we beat the brace off the A's.
What am I to do with this? I don't know if you heard Dave today. Dave loves the Giants, right? He loves the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Giants fan, but I'd say this weekend I'm rooting for the A's.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, don't
I
get
don't
me
really understand
started.
that. Was that 'cause
Why
they
are you
didn't-
trying to get me in trouble on a Friday?
I had no problem with that.
Really?
As an A's
Now
fan,
they
yeah.
did
Well,
do
yeah,
it.
I know, but
They did an
then you're not a
interview,
Giants
right?
fan, right?
What was his reasoning?
They
Not
did
that
an
I
interview
really
today.
care, but what was his reasoning?
I don't know.
Is it the Sacramento thing?
Well, I assume so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're not a Giants fan.
I've never really heard Dave talk Giants. I think we're on fraud watch for Dave and the Giants.
I didn't know Giants.
He likes Will Clark.
Oh,
and
well,
Dave
he
were a
wondered.
thing.
He wondered today if Logan Webb was pitching this weekend.
Yeah, I've held my tongue on this for a while, but Dave has been on fraud watch for his Giants fandom for the majority of the time I've been here.
How about his Niners?
Oh no, I think
Okay,
Niners are
okay.
legit, but
Okay.
Giants, I think it might be more. He grew up a Giants fan. I don't know how active Dave is. I don't know how many Giants games Dave has watched this season. Respectfully.
Yes, Dave doesn't watch baseball.
I think you're gatekeeping again.
No, I'm not gatekeeping. If you're saying you want the A's to win, and you're facing the Giants, he's doing it to himself. Are you serious?
Yeah, Dave kind of opened that line of inquiry himself there.
That's fair.
Fraud watch.
Oh, no.
Fraud watch.
Here comes a new promo.
Fraud watch.
How many do you guys have now? 3?
Here comes a new promo.
Fraud watch, Dave.
That'll upset Dave.
I want the A's to win because it's Sacramento. What Giants fan says that?
No Giants fan says that.
Get on the fraud train. Choo choo.
Hi, Tony. A big fan of yours at Tennessee.
No, I ran up to him and said, Tone, what's up, big dog? I said, Tone, what's up, big dog? Yeah.
T-Dog.
T-Dog.
Are you on
Hey,
the
man,
phone?
Willie, tell him stop with that Gatorade. All right, I'll see you, man.
You want hip thrust with me?
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what
Tone.
he did. He
Yeah.
came up
Yeah,
and
he
goes,
came out and started
hey,
hip
Tony,
thrusting.
Hey, Tony, 1, 2, 3. Not too many, huh? All right, let's get out of here. That's what I said.
I can't believe you interrupted him on the phone.
It wasn't really an interruption.
He's talking to security.
It wasn't really.
He could have been talking to his girl.
Whoa, I don't, get into
You
the
know?
personal. But me and Tone, we kicked it. We'll get into some of the details here
Can't
in about
wait.
5 minutes.
Can't
and,
wait.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful
Uh-huh.
weekend. Attendance gate's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Sutter Health Park. There's going to be people all over the berm on the grass. They're going to
go.
break records this weekend. And David's going
Get us
to
out
be
of here,
rooting
Matt.
for the A's.
Get us out of here.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Wow.
Whitey, Alan, what do you guys have?
I haven't had coffee all week, so I'm
Oh,
Jerry
no.
Reynolds today. It's Friday.
Hey,
Jerry.
He is not the father of your kid.
I thought it was Maury.
That it is
Oh,
going.
whatever.
I need you to somehow find a way to get Jerry Reynolds to call Carmichael Digger a fraud.
Oh, that's easy work.
That would break him.
That's easy work.
That would break Dave.
Come on.
Not Jerry.
Now I have
Right.
purpose.
Oh, gosh.
Well, Whitey